the home of popular culture as defined by the actual culture. And of course, we are hosted by the best. Please, everyone, introduce yourselves.
I'm Margo, the Pum Pum Father.
Jesus Christ. Jesus is Lord.
What is going on?
What's happening here?
I'm very
Outside in the
scared.
gallem outside. Yeah.
What?
What kind of night did
Do
you
you know what
have?
happened? Do you know what
This is
happened?
gonna be a
He
great
heard his
episode.
when he said no.
Yeah,
I mean, this was the best. No way.
Yeah, you did that.
You started this.
Did what?
It's because you said
Now we've got the
That email
Pum
was the
Pum
best.
Father
man had the best.
in the building because of you.
The Pum Pum Father.
What made you go with that verse? The heck?
Did you sleep with someone yesterday?
Wait,
Did she say
what
you're
made
the
you go with
father of
that
this Pum
verse?
Pum?
Told you I'm outside in the gallem outside.
You had a very good night. Didn't you?
Yeah, I can tell.
You look like
This is not the same marks.
This is not.
This is not the same marks. Yesterday was very short. Something happened.
Something happened.
Something
You
happened.
know what it is? If you don't think you're gonna know what to expect from me, then every day you're gone mad.
No, we know. We just didn't expect. It's very left field.
Stay on your toes, man.
I don't want to.
Damn. Well, I don't know what to say.
Got
for
them
me,
sugar.
I don't know.
Pum-pum,
Giving
that's-
cheekbones. I don't know. What am I giving
Give
today?
them. Give
Mutton
them.
royalty, Shea Queen.
Woy.
That's it, really.
No, don't rattle everyone. Esther, please.
That is throwing me off. I'm like,
No,
no.
Esther.
What tomorrow?
Okay,
I
tomorrow.
think every day belongs to a person. Tomorrow's my day. Tomorrow I'm doing something. Don't worry. Just wait on it.
Your beautiful people is Big Koi defending your right to fuck it up.
It's your boy Big Man Use. Week 2, day 2. I'm still standing. I'm still strong.
We love it.
Love it.
And they call me, man,
Come on.
TDA, producer, news analyst,
That's it.
pro-black activist,
Okay.
Come on.
and the melanin, of course, is jam-packed.
Always.
And then, of course, it's jump
You missed it. You did this.
Not gun
You did
fingers.
this in the camera. Okay.
Not at 8 in the morning, child. Okay,
Goodness
no
me,
problem.
you guys are really alive and well. Everyone had a good night.
Everyone
Really
had
quick.
a
Didn't get
very
the
good
memo.
night. Just so you guys know, this episode is jam-packed, but not with melanin. We've got high-profile men getting in trouble. So, we're going to... Boris was caught in 4K. A popular figure was found guilty and another pleads not guilty. But before we do all of that, guys, what actually happened yesterday? Because you guys are... I feel like there's different energies in the room.
I think we start with Margs. Margs, how was
Yeah,
your
Margs.
evening?
I had done nothing.
You did nothing.
You didn't
God,
do
though.
nothing yesterday.
I done... Came TDA,
Mm-hmm.
left there,
Mm-hmm.
done Filthy Fellas, left there, came back, done No Behaviour, went home.
Oh my gosh, that's a full day.
That's a full day.
That's a full day.
You're a
There you go.
full-time media man, huh?
Yeah, every day, B.
So what
Yeah.
qualifies you as a pum pum father?
Gallem Kizada.
Oh, that's what you think.
that.
Do you know, I thought was that because I didn't have to. You don't
Yeah.
engage with madness.
I actually
and
don't know what
expect
Margs we're
sense.
getting today. I'm very,
I'm scared.
I'm intrigued.
I'll be honest, I'm scared.
I'm going to tone down a little. I think he's going to have a lot.
I've just
Yeah.
got extensive experience in the field.
Extensive. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Any other pum pum fathers? Would you call yourself a pum pum father?
Look at you, so studying. His iPad.
You should put his head down.
He was like, said it's 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah, I'm not involved in this
He
conversation.
said day 2, week 2. I'm gonna take it easy.
No.
Y'all keep me out of it.
All right, then, no problem.
I'm
Well,
so done.
let's jump straight in to the first headline. All right, guys. Well, the pictures are finally out. Nobody is surprised, but the world likes to
At all.
pretend they're surprised. The first pictures of Boris Johnson drinking at a lockdown, busting Downing Street event surfaced yesterday, just as number 10 braces for the Sue Gray report. For those who are unaware, the Sue Gray report is a report which details her investigation into a series of parties in Downing Street and Whitehall that took place when COVID restrictions were in place. ITV News published images showing the PM with a glass in hand making a toast with around 8 other people in shot. It is believed to be a leave-in do for the Director of Communication, Lee Khan, on November the 13th, 2020, for which Scotland Yard recently issued fines, although not to Mr. Johnson himself. I wonder why. A number 10 spokesperson said the Cabinet Office and the Met Police have had access to all information relevant to their investigations, including photographs. So essentially, they would have seen this. The Met have concluded their investigation and Sue Gray will publish her report in the coming days, at which point the Prime Minister will address Parliament in full. In December last year, Mr. Johnson was asked in the Commons whether there had been a party in Downing Street on November the 13th, 2020. He replied no, but I am sure that whatever happened, the guidance was followed and the rules were followed at all times. Caught in 4K, guys.
Didn't he did say though that he went down briefly to talk to them or like to cheers with them or something like that though.
I mean, as soon as I saw this, I remember, you kind of given, I don't know, but I feel like you kind of gave a breakdown where you're like, listen, if they did any work during that time, then it counts as work.
Yeah.
So I think he's still going to get away with this.
But I do remember him saying though, he did say that he did go downstairs briefly to like, because obviously the people that work with him are blah, 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 and he went down to say hello for a minute, had a drink with them and then left.
Does anyone care though?
No.
I don't give a shit. Sorry.
Oh, no. I need them to get them for the allegations of rape and all that.
Yeah, but this stuff here,
Partygate
This
is done.
party stuff is just so tired.
it's so
bro.
tired.
I want him to resign though.
You still want him to resign?
I thought you wanted him to do that council house thing first before he left.
What's that? What did?
He's-
Yeah. They pushed that through.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, push that through, but I want him to resign.
I don't know why they hold on to this stuff.
I think it's British public. They love like.
But do you think even the Shire people, do you think they really care about this either? Like,
Yeah, the people who stayed at home and said, "Oh, I couldn't hug my gran," and all them idiots. They care.
No.
I guess, yeah, people that were
Yeah.
like affected, because I know some people couldn't go to I know people that couldn't go to funerals of loved ones because there was a max of 10 and stuff like that. So I guess they can have a grudge.
Yeah, but I think
There's bare people who's got
British people have grudges anyway.
No, but come on, man. COVID affected bare people differently. There's bare people who lost family members and never saw them again. Like went into hospital,
Yeah.
couldn't visit them,
Yeah.
died, couldn't go to the funeral. Like, people
Yeah.
just like disappear. People just lost family
Yeah,
members and shit. You know what I'm trying to say?
It makes sense.
So there's bare people who are gonna feel like this guy's taking the piss. He's the leader of the country, bro. So
But he's not going to actually get a fine, right? Because they've already
They've
decided.
closed it.
Because they've seen, apparently, what this is saying to me is that they would have seen the pictures
Yeah.
and decided that maybe his excuse, this doesn't disprove his excuse.
but are you saying that they issued fines to other people in that room though?
Yeah.
Yeah, see then it doesn't. Ain't this resignable act or nothing then?
No.
No.
Where?
That don't make no
It's
sense.
just
I
distasteful.
feel like he's had worse things to probably
I'm
resign
not,
over.
yeah, calling women letterboxes, I feel like was something that if you're going to, I feel like
that
is
was a
something.
moment to resign.
Yeah, I
He
think,
wasn't the prime minister at the time.
It was just letterboxes. That's light. My man said touch women on their pussy and that and was running the country now.
yeah,
That's
but
light.
it's a different kettle of fish.
I'm just saying.
I hear what you're saying.
Trump was impeached, right? Or did he leave?
No, they tried to. I think he left. I think
He-
he's
he left.
his
His
term
term
time's
was
out.
out.
Yeah, his term
Yeah.
is-
Yeah.
okay.
He was impeached.
He was impeached.
He
Was he
was.
impeached?
Was
How
he?
did
But
I
I
miss
think-
this?
He busted though or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So he left
Oh,
before the-
sorry, I thought impeached.
So it's
meant
like
that he
when
was
you
taken
quit
away.
before they
No.
get to fire you.
No, he busted.
I've done that
He
before.
went through his impeachment. He busted.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Man, like.
Right, it's hard to get somebody off that.
Of that.
Yeah.
All I know is that
chain.
if Obama did some shit, he would have been out. real
Boy, he
quick.
would have been out there so quickly.
But all right, well, guys,
My man went all bad. He was doing good things, and they was really fucking with him. It's COVID that messed up Trump.
Who, Obama?
No, Trump. It was his reaction to COVID, the way he dealt with COVID,
Oh, yeah.
the way he was moving
when
like it
he
was
said people
nothing.
should eat
And then
bleach.
And he was
his,
calling them
once his
Wuhan.
fan base started
Said
getting
drink
affected,
vodka.
once his fan base started getting affected, it just spiraled.
Do you
out of
think you can
control.
be a good leader and be like,
Who, me personally? Yeah.
no, and racially tone deaf the way he
Oh
was?
wait.
Too
Yeah.
fast.
I know.
Too damn
No, but why
fast.
would that even be a consideration in
I
his
said,
head?
yes, I
Like,
can be a
why
good
is
leader.
that? Why is that? You're such a bad bee. Like, you need to stop.
Too quick.
But yeah, like, can you be a leader and isolate such a big part of your country? Like
He
what do you
had the
mean?
majority in it, so it doesn't
So the
matter.
stuff he said about Mexican people
Oh, yeah.
and like, come on, he wasn't like the most
If-
inclusive.
Yeah, but I think if the land is racist, you'd be all right.
If you have the majority, you think. But if you look into politics and you follow what he done good. He done a lot of good things. Not like a lot of good things, but he helped them like get their money up and like he done things that people were respecting. I told you he was probably going to win again. It was COVID that messed him up, man.
I don't think he would have won again, you know.
All right.
Actually, then again, people didn't think he was going to win the first time.
He's building
Yeah.
up steam. He was. Trust me.
That's true.
What's the documentary that's good that you can watch? Which one is it? I have to find out what it's called and send it to you. I can't remember what it's called. If you watch it, you'll see. You'll be surprised. He was proper doing all right. It was COVID that proper absolutely shagged him. This is
As in his reaction to COVID.
He's telling man
Scary.
drink bleach and that.
Yeah,
I think after that man said, nah, you know what?
you are not okay.
Yeah, this ain't right.
All
But Boris,
right.
we need Boris to go, man.
Well,
Just because.
When is his term done anyway? Next year, innit?
That's what you said. There's elections like every 10 years. I didn't even know it was that long. How long is it?
not 10 years. Not you being at TDA and not knowing the facts.
The next general election is meant to be 2024, but he may bring it forward to 2023.
Okay.
So
When
wait,
when do we-
if everything was like clean and good and calm, when would his term end?
I think 2024. So I think he, because
I
the
was really
last
thinking he
the
was
last
out this
general
year or
election
something.
was
This year?
2019, I believe.
Hmm.
I don't know last
Yeah.
time.
I don't even feel like I have a say anymore. So whatever, just vibes in. Calm. Anyway,
That's
guys, now we actually have an MP that's been held to account, right? So last month we reported on ex-Tory MP Imran Khan, the
I don't know
Wakefield
his
MP.
That's not the mayor, is it?
No.
No.
Oh,
that's
why don't I know
Sadiq
Imran
Khan.
Khan?
He
Yeah.
spoke
Because
on-
it's Khan.
I think you put him in Gunna. Yeah.
Okay, go on, sorry.
Oh no, it's all right. It's good to know you're eager for knowledge. Who was found guilty for groping a boy at a party in 2008.
Oh, dear.
Khan was expelled by the Conservative Party following his conviction and later stood down as an MP. The judge said he did not accept Khan had any remorse and for what he did, and as a result has been jailed for 18 months. The judge went on to say the victim had been profoundly psychologically affected by Khan's actions and told him the only regret you feel is towards yourself for having found yourself in this predicament, in the predicament you face as a result of your actions some 14 years ago. For those who are unaware, Khan was accused of forcing the boy to drink gin at a party in Staffordshire, then dragged him upstairs and asked him to watch pornography before assaulting him. The
These Tories just love man, innit?
Yeah, oh boys. The victim, who is now 29, told the court he was left feeling scared, vulnerable, numb, shocked and surprised after Khan touched his feet and legs and was within a hair's breadth of his genitals. A police report was made at the time, but no further action was taken because the boy did not want to make a formal complaint. However, the victim told the jurors it all came flooding back when he found out Khan was standing in the December 2019 general election, and he went on to file a complaint.
So you say it was 14 years ago?
14 years ago. Can you imagine the person who abused you going to be like trying to be in a position of power? That must have been so
it's crazy.
traumatizing.
That would piss me off though. I'd be like, come on, man, you can't be bringing up old shit, man. Like, 15 years. Like, what? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously, like, I'm just saying, like, wrong is wrong. But if I done something 50 years ago and they come for me, that would annoy me, man.
Is there such
Like, I've been living, you know. I've been living.
Like,
You've gone
actually-
way with the
He
time, innit?
forgot he done
Now
that, you
it's
know.
dragged up.
Yeah.
When they approached him,
not
he was
life,
probably
man.
horrified. He was
That's
like,
done.
what?
That's
You
not
think-
life though.
and
Like, you
life
do
is like,
something
haha.
wrong, you keep you're always liable.
I think
to
those are
that.
the best ones. When they
What?
catch
Yeah,
you
when
years
this is
after.
a real
Like,
punishment.
they're catching your peaceful
Your
state.
peak.
Yeah.
This
Where
is
you're
a real
literally just maybe
punishment.
just going to Tesco.
That-
Like,
this-
hold up.
yeah,
You can only
I
jail.
got you.
I love it.
You thought I forgot?
Those are the
That is
best
a real
ones.
punishment.
That would hurt me more than anything, man.
Yeah,
are the
that's
best
exactly what it
ones.
is.
And hold on, the victim was how old when this happened?
14, I think.
The man gave him gin, you know.
That's wild, man.
Where were
That's
they?
deep.
Where was
Where were
it?
his
What,
parents?
party.
I'm not putting on his
what was
parents.
his? What was he doing there?
This is
I
what
don't know,
I'm
it was a
trying to-
party.
I saw the 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, 15.
That's sad, man.
What
That
was he
is
doing?
sad. And shout out to the individual for doing, doing that, because I imagine it's very scary. It seems like
Yeah.
perhaps, I'm suggesting, but perhaps he kind of scared himself out of doing it when he was younger. And so for him to do it now, I think is, it's very brave.
That's mad though, because
How did they prove it though?
that's what I was just about to say. It was 15 years ago. He didn't have sex with him, so there's no DNA evidence.
You're right.
It's,
you know, that's a
it's,
good question.
it's,
how
it's
did
my
they
word
prove it?
versus his,
Yeah.
and I got jailed for it. That's a bit mad.
And
Not-
in many situations, a lot of us are not happy with just he say, she said when it comes to rape.
Yeah.
We need DNA, we need pictures, we need, voicemails or some shit. So I don't know how this went through. But
Well, if that was a woman, do you think it would have still went through? If it was just the same thing, 15 years ago, no evidence, no proof,
It
just
would have been difficult for women.
I think rape is difficult, full stop, to kind of
Yeah.
prove. My worry is that this is historic. And even when, like you're saying, the situation itself doesn't really lend itself to any evidence other than just...
Yeah.
So what
What about-
evidence were there in the Bill Cosby trials? In terms of his old...
I think
his
it was
old-
the-
I think there was like
allegations?
witness victim statements.
Oh,
and
shit,
Yeah.
shit,
okay.
innit?
I
I
also-
think one woman came out and then like bare women came out. So at this point,
I think also,
Okay.
I think when it's like a crazy amount of people coming out at the same
Yeah.
time...
and it's detailed. So like if
Yes.
like, oh, it was on the set of this and
Mm.
it was this day, it was at this
Okay.
hotel. We're able to get stuff like that. You can kind of check back and look and see.
This guy's a real creep
was
where they're
there.
playing with man's feet and that. It's mad.
But it's also,
That's
this
so
is just...
weird, man.
Like, he disarmed the kid, bro. Like, he made him waved, took him upstairs, made him watch porn. Like, it's just...
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
whole...
It's a whole...
Just a whole
This
creepy
is
sequence
given.
of
This
events.
is not my first time.
Oh,
It
This
definitely
is
isn't.
not.
this
No,
is
no.
given. This is tried and tested.
No,
This
no.
is my move.
This is what I do.
So that's really scary. But anyway, so there's been justice for one, and
Wait on just for the others.
yeah, Boris just be Borising.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's jump into what you say in topic of the day. All right, guys. So topic of the day today was actually inspired by one of the viewers. Like, remember, guys, you can be as engaged as you want. So yeah, let me read this message. Hey guys, I wanted to quickly send a message regarding the homeless people topic. And this was something I think we spoke about either last week, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe
last
so,
week.
yeah.
There are two types of homeless people: street homeless and temporary accommodation homeless people. During anything like a pandemic or severe weather conditions, outreach workers who work for the local council, CGL, Streetlink, etc., go out from 7 to 3 p.m. and 3 to 10 p.m. or 10 to 7 a.m. and and find street homeless people. They are placed in hotels or in initiatives such as No Second Night Out, based in Hackney, until the conditions are back to normal. This is why My Own Royalty did not see any street homeless people, because they were in hotels such as Ibis style hotels. Bearing in mind, not all street homeless people accept the help due to them wanting to live on the streets no matter the condition. Oh, and just to clarify, outreach workers work those hours 5 to 7 days a week, all year round, not just during pandemics and severe weather times. They also do something called Swept a few times a year, where they go out during the night and do a street count of how many street homeless people there are and book them in for assessments or bring them to the No Second Night Out if they qualify. I hope that helps in some way. And also, you guys are doing an amazing job. Keep it up. Love to the
Thanks,
person.
girl, for backing my
Thank you.
receipts. But do you know that it makes me realize that sometimes we're so like far removed from stuff that happens in society that we actually think nothing's happening, but stuff is happening behind the scenes. That's very interesting. That even when it's not a pandemic or something crazy going on, there's still stuff being done to try and get the homeless off the streets.
Do you know, do you guys all I think everyone does this because no one's that unique, but like, do you ever see the weather be really, really shit and you just think, I hope, like the homeless people, I hope there's something for them. Like, anytime I see it raining or mad windy, or just, I'm just like, it makes me, that's one of the moments where I'm just like so grateful that I actually have a home. And I just think, no way are we leaving them just outside on the streets. But I've only ever seen church initiatives, like you said. I've never seen Street Link and stuff like that. I didn't even know that was, what is CGL?
Change, grow, and live.
Oh, okay. But you don't think like that, do you say? Oh, okay. Well, how do is there a time when like homeless people do cross your mind? Because I know you already said you care about people you care about. So. Yeah.
No, homeless people don't really cross my mind. Maybe when I see them.
Yeah.
When I see them, I think, oh, mate.
I saw Chucky saying this the other day because I felt it as well. I saw a homeless black woman and I don't know why, but I don't feel like I see that often.
Same here.
And when I saw her, by the way, she still kind of was keeping herself together, but she obviously had all the suitcases and like a tent and all of that. And I don't know, it's like, I was like, wow, like there's nobody to like be with this. I guess when I think of homeless people, I do naturally assume white or male. I don't know. And I'm not saying that makes it okay, but it caught me by surprise. And I wanted to do something. I don't know. I wanted to do something, but yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But yeah. There are more questions to ask. So like like she said, she specified 2 types of homeless, right? So street homelessness and temporary accommodation homeless. But like when you guys think of homelessness, do you guys have any assumptions on what their reality is?
I just always think like, what got them to this point? And I also think, don't they have any friends and family who may be able to help them, take them in? I just feel like when you're homeless, you've exhausted all your possible...
You burnt all the bridges.
Possibilities or whatever. You're just kind of like rock bottom.
I was watching, was it New Amsterdam or something? I was watching some doctor show, and there was like a homeless like guy. They didn't want to treat him and stuff like that. They were trying to kick him out. He was moving like a madman. One of the doctors was being good, saying, "Nah, I want to help him. I want to pat him up." And there was a whole big thing going on, like they were shunning him and that. But anyway, like when they helped him, for whatever reason, he was going through stuff. Like he weren't crazy. He had like some kind of condition and all that. And then when they helped him and it fixed up here, and then they managed to find him like who he was and that, and then they reached out to his family and that, and then they're saying like, "Rah, like this man's like not homeless." You know what I'm trying to say? Like he's got problems. He's disappeared one day. We just couldn't find him. You know what I'm trying to say? Like his family's here, his home's here, everything's here. You get me? But obviously he's got mental health problems and ended up on the street. And I'm thinking, rah. Even though it's on a TV show, I thought there probably are people out there that are that are not even really homeless, isn't it?
Common,
like that are living on the street and like. And I thought, okay, cool. That side of it's mad.
Did you guys ever watch Everybody Hates Chris?
Huh?
Everybody Hates Chris.
No, what happened in that?
Sparingly.
So there's a guy on there as well, Kill Moves, and he was homeless as well. And I remember like one Christmas, Chris just wanted him to spend like Christmas with him or whatever. Then he said he'd go with him to his mum's. His mum lives in like a whole like penthouse, blah blah. But again, he's got mental health issues where he just goes and wanders off. So what she does when he only ever comes home like Christmas, and she gives him like a lot of money and all that kind of stuff to kind of keep him going for a while. But yeah, I think there are people like that where they just wander off.
And then also, if you come out, I think when I just was reading a pamphlet or something, if you come out as gay, or if you're part of the LGBTQ community, there's a large chance that you're going to end up living on the streets if your family obviously do not do not support you or anything like that. Or even if they do say you can live there, but they're just horrible to you.
Yeah.
So so in terms of children being on the streets, that is a big thing. That's one of the big factors why kids are kind of on the streets.
Do you think anyone's homeless based on like maybe a family fallout, but then there's a lot of like pride and ego as well? Like,
do you
mixed
think?
in?
I would
That'd
think
be more
one
kids like
rainy-
teenagers and that though.
I would think one rainy night and my ego
just
would chill.
back home.
Bro, sleeping outside. Oh, I couldn't I don't know.
There are situations where the parents are adamant they don't take the kids back though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
As in, there's an argument in the house. They feel disrespected or whatever. And like even the child wants to come back, and the parents like, nope, we're not taking you back.
Yeah, you have to learn
What
the
did-
hard way, man.
what did
Hurt,
do?
man. I can't. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit wild.
And then obviously they have to go and present themselves to the local authorities and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I would think there would be
But,
more help for kids though, right? If you're under
Yeah, but what do you mean by kids, though?
under 16?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can't imagine that you would leave a 12-year-old or 14-year-old
Yeah.
No.
on the streets. I'm sure they'll do
They
something.
wouldn't. They shouldn't be homeless. Like if you go to local authority, they will take you in.
But then
It's
not
an
everyone knows to
emergency.
go there though. That's the thing. Not everyone knows to go to the local authority.
Mhm.
That's kind of privileged information to know.
When I was young,
You get
I
me?
vowed to run away bare times, but after about 10 minutes, bro,
I-
back in my
I
bedroom.
I literally did the same thing. Anytime I had an argument, I'm running away,
Yeah.
and I'll get biscuits. I'm such a cartoon character. I'll put it in like a sheet,
Yeah.
and I'll put the sheet over. Not like there's not a
Not like
suitcase.
flipping top
What?
cat.
Not like there's not a suitcase, and I'd put it over my back. And then I had like an older cousin who lived with me, and she was like, "All right, go then." And I was like, I'm just gonna pack more stuff.
You were definitely living out
You
something.
were
No, you
weak,
were
innit?
definitely-
Can't
I am
fantasy.
so
Brent said you thought-
dramatic.
You thought you were
Like,
Flintstone.
No words
The
of
heck?
like, I'm so dramatic. I don't think I was ever really about it though.
I wasn't that weak to be threatening to run away. I never wanted to run away.
No,
First of
not
all,
threatening
what we're not
to my
gonna
parents.
do.
Huh?
Not threatening my parents, as in like talking to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never wanted to leave. I told my
Wait, did you
parents.
say I was never that weak? I don't
Yeah.
understand. What is
Sorry,
that
tough
comment on?
guy.
Just
Yeah.
saying, just want to run away
I,
from the world.
I came from the mean streets of East London.
Do you know
I
what I
told from the East
How did it
side.
work out for you? I don't understand.
It's all right. I told my mum.
It was alright.
They was I swear like like sometimes when they just chat shit, make references like with you wherever I'll just take you to Jamaica and just leave. I was like, I wonder how you're gonna do that. Like I'm saying, like whatever day that flight is, yeah, you won't see me. So yeah, I said if you do,
So I wonder how you're gonna do that.
yeah, if you do plan on doing that, you better just keep it all,
Shtum.
yeah, or hush hush, because I just won't be here.
No,
That's
there was
crazy. You
Because
can't
the
take
time
me
I got
anywhere.
in
That's so
trouble, I got
funny.
in like really bad trouble. And then my mom, like everyone believed my mom was gonna ship me. Like everybody was sure, Koi, this is the time now, you're gonna get shipped. But like I don't think my mom could really be without me. Like, I don't know. Like anyway, we went to Nigeria, we came back, and everybody was very, very surprised that I returned back. But
I thought I was so mean to do to kids, you know.
I think it's a lot to do to
I
kids.
can't like
I
that.
think it's
I
also-
think that's traumatic and it's low-key abuse.
But you know, some kids are really difficult though. Like,
They are, yeah, but I would tell you when we get there. Some parents just don't say anything, and
and they just leave.
they're just like, okay, so
Do you know how bad you
No,
have
do
to
you know
be
what's
for your
funny?
parents to ship you from
For-
a country? Like literally, go on
I don't
holiday
think
with
you have to be that
lie
bad.
to you,
It's
and then
mad.
leave you there.
do you know what it is? I think they're comparing because you know how like what Mark's.
You know how deep that is?
do you know what I'm thinking about? I'm so sorry. Did you watch Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode when they were going to go to Oprah?
Yes.
And Uncle Phil, everyone is going to Oprah, step forward. And then Will said, like, not you. I can just imagine that. They're like, yeah, everyone go back to London, step forward.
No, do you know
Not
what it is? I feel like what Mark said, Jed, you know, in terms of like when we were going to Jamaica, I just won't turn up here. Whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't have that much audacity, right? But when they were growing up, they didn't have the audacity that they felt like I had. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like they just think you're wayward just because you have an opinion and you're not kind of caving into
And that's
them.
a lot of households, just because kids can't think.
Right, kids are not allowed to think. So
Yeah.
for them, you might not even be a bad you. You just might be creative, outspoken,
Yeah.
different. I'm not saying Mark's level, but like
Yeah.
you and so for them to send you back to Nigeria because of that, because they need you to look like they look like when they were young, is
Yeah. But then
feels
there were
unfair.
some kids that were naughty. That you definitely had to
Yes.
ship. I can't even. I would have shipped you to a different country and even from
A
here.
lot of kids, their lives were
Because
saved
that's-
by being shipped, I think, because like
Yeah, because
a lot of
you
people,
could
when I
be
was
dead
growing
right
up,
now.
tons of people
Yeah, no,
were
there's
dying.
there's boys I know
That
100% their life
deserve
was
that.
saved because they got shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
If not, they would end up.
What's it like being
Well,
shipped
are
to
they back
Jamaica?
now?
They're back now and they're reformed,
Mm.
stand-up citizens.
Has anyone come back worse?
Bastards.
Did anyone come back worse?
No, not that I know of.
Sneak Boy came back, didn't he?
I don't know. He got shipped.
Yeah, Sneak Boy came back,
Oh,
but he
that's
didn't come
something.
back with his parents. He managed to get like one of the man them to like.
Is it?
Help him come back.
I swear I heard this
And
story.
then
I'm
he
not making
shut up at the
Sneak
front
Boy, I
door.
don't want no smoke.
Yeah.
But I believe one of the man them, he was able to like pattern it with one of the man them.
And he shut up at the front door of the house.
I don't know what he did.
Wait,
I just wanna say this-
what age would that have been?
I don't know. I just want to say this is allegedly, but
You
I
had to
remember
have been
hearing this.
18 at least.
He was
I used to
there when he
look
was a
for the kid.
teenager.
Huh?
He was hearing.
Am I saying the wrong thing?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
You think I'm banned?
I just want to be careful.
But he was.
No, but I'm just trying to work out what age.
It was somebody.
What age would it have been?
I don't know. As you can see, I'm not across all the details.
Younger than 18 though.
It's giving more Naira Marley than
No, because I don't know if it was Naira Marley. I don't feel like it was Naira
I think
Marley.
his was
I don't
due
know.
to.
Did Burna Boy get dipped from here?
No, but that was due
I'm
to
not sure Burna Boy's
circumstances
situation.
outside of his control. That
He
was
did
a law.
get. He did get dipped from here, though, innit? Yeah.
But that was a law, though, I swear.
Yeah. He got dipped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, it was well, typing into Google, did the Sneak Boy get shipped isn't doing much for me. So, so guys, confirm or deny. Allegedly, like Sneak Boy, jet ski and all that. But yes, okay. So in terms of homelessness, yes, I think thank you to that person for messaging in. They didn't put a name, did they? But thank you so much for messaging in. I do have a few more questions. Do you guys have any ideas on how we can fix homelessness?
Esther?
I feel like that was shady.
That wasn't shady. She's our lead homelessness
Don't
correspondent.
do that. First, you know what I don't like? So I don't like about you sometimes, Yusuf, yeah? Stand in it. You know that was shady. You know it was.
Oh, man, I'm trying to build a bond with you, man.
I shouldn't admit it.
That's
Was that shady? It was
No,
shady,
it was
wasn't
shady. A little bit. It's a little bit. Small.
I think there needs to be like an assessment because there's different reasons why people are homeless.
Mhm.
Me, I'm gonna just try and keep the podcast
The
together,
conversation
the show
going.
together. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there's different reasons for why there's homeless. I feel like people are more sympathetic to different things than others. So like if you see the person is someone who drinks a lot, I think people are a little less willing to help.
empathetic to that,
Yeah, they're
or like
little
drugs, yeah.
Right, because in your head you're thinking they must have burnt tons. Do we have AA in this country?
Alcohol Anonymous?
Yeah.
I believe so.
We should.
Okay, I didn't know, but yeah, I think it has to be dependent on the different situations. And also there's an acknowledgement that some people do prefer to live on the streets for whatever reason. They do prefer, but I don't think many. I don't think it's like
Those are like proper entrenched rough sleepers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And why is that? Do you think because of the freedom? Because
I think comfort, you know. Yeah, it sounds weird.
As in,
comfort.
they're just so used to the environment. And
Yeah.
They're used to being homeless. I don't, because I'm like, if you go back in time, I wouldn't think they would choose this.
Yeah.
But now that they're in this, they're kind of used to it, I guess.
And also, I've heard a lot of people when they come out of homelessness, it's so fragile. Like anything can happen when they're back on the street. So they're tired of the hope. Like they're tired of getting housed and then losing a job or something going wrong. And you know, it's kind of like monitored as well. Like you're under oboe in a sense. Like you actually have to like do a lot of things correctly, otherwise it can be taken away from you. So I kind of feel like that puts a lot of pressure on them.
That's basically it. Because I used to work in homelessness before. And
you didn't say this.
All
Imagine my
After
shock.
all this,
Imagine
man
my
keeping that quiet, you know.
I'm so glad.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I'm so glad. 'Cause I didn't
crazy.
want to be. I didn't
So
want to be me
2
today.
episodes you saw.
no, but do you know what?
Esther get cooked.
What Esther was saying was different to what I experienced. innit?
Okay.
Like this is long before COVID, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh, he said he's not a correspondent for the COVID time.
No,
Yeah,
let me
I don't
finish,
know
and I'm
about
gonna
that.
come back again.
Okay.
Finish, please.
what I was gonna say is, I remember there's one guy that I tried to source accommodation for, rough sleeper. I think he's been rough sleeping for like 2 years at a time,
Mad.
and everything's sorted out. All he needed to do was come, sign a tenancy, go to his place, get the keys. On the day, just didn't turn up. Didn't
Do
see
you
him
not
for
think
like
it's
2,
too? It might
3
be
weeks.
too much. It might be so much pressure as well. Because I just feel like they're in a different mindset. It might
That's
be just
exactly
pressure.
that's exactly what he said. Like afterwards, they found him rough sleeping again. He said he just like the pressure was just too much.
Pressure of what?
Basically having to maintain that tenancy.
Oh, so he has to maintain it. It's
Yeah,
not free.
100%. Yeah.
Like, he has to
Do you have a job
basic-
though?
Huh?
Do you have a job? How
No,
does
so
he maintain
basically he's gonna have to apply for housing benefit,
it? Okay.
council tax reduction,
Okay.
all of those things, and it's basically like
That was
on
subsidized.
him
Okay, yeah.
to make sure nothing gets cut. He has to go and make sure that if it does get cut, he goes to local authorities, get it sorted out. A bunch of different things.
He don't wanna
Even
do all
though
of
he's
that.
not paying for it himself, there's certain things where if he doesn't sort it out, he's going to be in rent arrears and he could lose that property again.
What time frame does he have? Sorry, to get a job and to start getting income?
He don't need a job. All he's telling me, all he's got to do is go to job centre, man. He's lazy, blood. That's why he's homeless, blood.
No, I mean in terms of your role, your company,
Yeah.
whatever. Did you give them like, okay, cool, we'll
It
pay
is.
it for this amount of time, but we're not gonna pay it forever. So when
Yeah.
does he have to pattern up?
Brent, turn
so
off Mark's mic,
basically what it
please,
is.
because
With the organisation I was with,
Yeah.
they
So
would
much.
pay for like a deposit for the rent.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Free.
Yeah.
Oh.
They'll pay for the rent. Then he will have to apply for housing benefit.
Yeah.
And then the government pretty much pays that for him.
Mm.
Okay.
I think there's a small percentage that he would have to pay from his universal credit.
Yeah.
And that's the same for his council tax as well.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't keep up with that,
Yeah.
then rent arrears,
Okay.
letters,
He's just lazy. Man.
evicted.
Do you know
I
what?
can't
it is?
lie to you.
I think it's mindset as well, though. Like, I know you said lazy, but I think sometimes life just feels really hard for certain people, and like whatever his homeless situation is, there's a sense of freedom and a sense of control.
Yeah.
And I feel like this thing now, he's gonna be. I get what you mean, lazy. But
That's
I
why
think
my
you're coming
shit's
from
capped. If the sick don't care, the doctor can't care, man. If he's not bothered, I can't share no my time for him. I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
it's just-
like you were saying earlier, yeah, a lot of people, and this is what they say, everyone who's a rough sleeper has some sort of mental health issue.
that's
everyone.
true. But I have mental health issues.
Yeah, but remember, it's to varying degrees and you know, about different things as well. So
my stepdad works with homeless people, and young rough sleepers, and like I feel like he always comes back and he's a really nice, happy guy, right? But I just feel like it must be so draining, like to even like to care, to like care for someone, because when you care for someone but they're not doing what you believe they can do, it must be so draining. Like, what was your experience with working with homeless people?
To be fair, my organization, it was it was called No First Night Out, yeah.
Okay.
So basically it was about preventing people from having that first night experience on the street.
Okay.
So basically we're not dealing with people who are entrenched rough sleepers.
Okay.
It's like regular people like me and you, right? And so at times you kind of think similar to what Margaret was saying, laziness, you're not doing what you should be doing, you feel entitled, you know what I mean? Certain things where it's like you could fix the situation if you really wanted to. But there are certain situations where people are kind of just like hard done by, and you feel like there's nothing you can do to kind of rectify the situation. And in a situation like that, obviously, you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So,
What do you do with mothers and kids that are homeless?
so basically, they would go to the local authorities. They have rights to basically get temporary accommodation.
And is that because of the kid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone that came to us would be like single, able-bodied, have a local connection to their local authority,
Okay.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Who did you see the most often? What kind of person did you see the most of? Was it like men? I'm thinking black men.
No, it wasn't black.
Definitely
people,
not
though.
black, man.
No, as in because I feel like you lot fall through the cracks more. Like there's less people willing to help you. That's what I was thinking.
I hardly see homeless.
Yeah, I
black
don't
people.
see.
Yeah,
homeless
not
black
black
men.
men. And plus, it depends on the borough. So, like, I was doing like Hackney, I was doing Tower Hamlets. Tower Hamlets, you just see bare, like, Bengali men and stuff like that. And yeah. So yeah, it just depend on where you are.
And does
Stuff like
immigration play a role in that? In homelessness, because I feel like you lot are probably going to be less willing to help somebody who's here legally.
Oh my gosh, will they ship them back?
Don't let Pretty see him.
To be fair, they kind of got signposted to another organization because, like,
Yeah, they were
mine,
taking them back.
we only dealt with people who had like a local connection to City of London, Hackney, or Tower Hamlets.
Okay.
So if you wasn't part of those boroughs, we had to kind of signpost you to another charity or to the local authority you have a local connection to.
Is there a situation that broke your heart? You're quite tough though.
To be fair, yeah, I don't feel things like that, innit? not in a bad way.
Yeah,
But it's
no,
like,
zoom in.
I
obviously-
said me
Brent,
and Mark are
zoom
the
in.
same.
If it was for the
No, honestly, one is melanin.
Man said, stand up.
One is
No, like
stand up.
obviously, like you feel bad, like for certain people's situation. Like, all right, you know what? There's one. This will be the last thing.
Don't make up a story.
Yeah, he's
No,
gonna
no,
make up
for
a story.
This is a real story.
A
yeah?
one-legged woman.
No, this is a real
He's gonna make
story
a
of 18-year-old. Where was she from? I don't want to say Chinese. She wasn't Chinese, but she was like one of them countries, and she travelled from there all the way to the UK
Mm-hmm. To be homeless.
by road.
Road.
Isn't there an ocean between?
Yes,
She
but
swam too.
obviously,
Yeah.
like
between.
ferries, under
Okay.
trucks, all that type.
Under
Oh,
truck.
bless her,
Everything.
man.
Yes.
She's
So-
not lazy.
She worked hard.
Yeah, 18 years old. And
18.
18 years
By
old. Yeah.
herself.
So
Where's she trying to run
basically,
from?
I think she was.
COVID.
What was it? I wish I remembered the country, but basically,
Easy, please.
some type of like persecution.
Oh no.
She was
Oh.
Buddhist. I think she was Buddhist.
Wow.
So where she was from, like her dad was in prison.
Oh, wow.
I think her grandma or something. Someone was killed in her family anyway. So pretty much they hooked her up with a friend in London. But obviously there's no way to actually get to London.
Yeah.
So I think she said she took like a domestic flight to somewhere,
Mhm.
like in China or somewhere. And then from there it was literally just road. I think she said it took like, what, a month or so?
I hope she gets it back.
Yeah, because I was thinking it's going to be about 4 weeks, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it took mad long.
She's got
Oh my god.
faith, boy.
Yeah, so by the
because-
time she got here, she managed to stay with that friend.
Mm.
That friend lived in like a one room,
Mm.
had a baby.
Oh,
So obviously she had to
She has
sleep
to
on the
go.
floor.
Yeah.
Okay, I
She
thought
came
they
to
picked
local authority, found us. We put her in the YMCA, and then I think that's the last thing I heard about her.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
She's probably thriving now, man.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
What's
YMCA is what's YMCA stand for again?
You
Young
don't know you
man.
work there.
Young Men's Christian Association, something like that.
Oh, is that what it
Young
is?
man.
Yeah, something like
This one's doing
that,
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're singing the
young,
dance.
young man, something.
Yeah.
That's why they say it's fun
Okay.
to stay at the YMCA, innit?
So wait, so is Young Man's Christian Association?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't know.
Oh.
that
Then
was
what's
the
this
situation.
connection
Let
to
me-
the song? The way where the guy's wearing
No, because when they did
the
that,
different costumes.
like there's a lot of people in the LGBT community who
Okay.
kind of did that. Yeah.
So they were
Oh.
saying that you can go to the YMCA and
So that was a helpful song.
So it was-
It's a charity song.
Yeah, the Young Men's Christian Association.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
I did not know it was.
But it's
the
not
young-
just men, though. Obviously now
I've
it's
been
like-
learning
it's
a lot on here.
I'm
Yeah,
learning
so they give
so
a lot
much.
of accommodation,
yeah,
temporary
they do.
accommodation to people.
Yeah,
I hope,
YMCA will house you and that.
I hope the TDA we get like a charity that we're associated with that we believe in,
The New
guys.
Black.
Mhm.
I think the New Black would do it. You do it then. It'll be on your name. But yeah.
That's
No, I mean,
already
like the
in
New
the
Black
cards, by the
charity.
way.
Oh, good. It's not me thinking into the future. All right then. All right, cool. I think that's it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
yeah.
that's it. Thank you for all of that insight as well.
No
so
problem.
interesting. And thanks for the DM.
Yes, no,
listeners.
thank you for the DM. Like, look, we don't usually do that in that segment, but we really care about you lot communicating with us. So thank you so much. Let's head into the next headline. All right, so
It's getting serious.
yesterday, Yusuf called us the Monkeypox pod, and I feel like we're not
We're living up
careful.
to it.
Do you know what I mean? But yesterday we gave updates on the current monkeypox figures as it pertains to numbers of cases in the UK and the number of nations that have detected cases. Since then, unfortunately, both numbers have increased. The UK's monkeypox outbreak figures have almost tripled in size, as it has been confirmed another 36 patients were caught with the virus, making it 56 in total. NHS hospitals only have room to treat dozens of monkeypox patients, and experts say hospitals could run out of beds soon if the outbreak continues to escalate. NHS and bosses insist the country is equipped to deal with the outbreak, through its tried and tested plans. Hospital insiders also say current high consequence infection disease unit capacity is less than 50%, and many of the patients will be quarantining at home instead. Boris Johnson has said the government will keep an eye on the situation. At the moment, the cases are manageable, but who knows what will happen if numbers continue to rapidly increase. Whack.
Here we go again.
Hopefully not. Okay, what can be done in a cheap way? Is it just everyone, like, maybe a week? Just a week of shutdown? Just everyone stay at home? You said how long does it take to recover from it?
I think it's 21 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe a week won't work then.
Mhm.
For 50 people.
The
Yeah,
thing is that
56.
the way things like this happen is exponential growth. So it's not like 1, 2, 3. It's going to be 56, then it'll go to like
You're gonna lock
300,
the
go
country
to
down
like...
for 50 people.
Do you know why? Because the NHS can't handle more fuckery.
So everyone just stay in their house. Listen, over.
That's what I said. We're saying the same thing. But anyway, okay, how worried is everyone? Let's do do you know what it is? Because he will engage you and then disengage.
And then,
It's the worst relationship ever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna stop
And
speaking
he
to Mark
chooses
today.
when not to dip in and when,
It's
when to dip out.
it's horrendous. It's horrendous. But anyway, guys,
It's timing.
how scared are we?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
0.
All right, King. Hey,
Right
Lippy.
now,
And you know you have the nicest skin in this place. You need to be worried.
I'll say.
But,
Out of 10?
Out of 10,
Right now, I'll be honest, I'll say like a 4.
4.
a 4,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think. Okay.
Yeah.
You?
I think I'm a 6. I just think
Okay.
I've had enough of skin issues in my life.
Okay.
I don't think I need anything
you're
else.
good,
Do
you're
you know what I
good,
mean?
you're
I
good.
just think, yeah.
A 6 is high, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, because it's about, and I'm a germaphobe, so
And smallpox really be looking like Jeremy.
it's not making me itch, oh dear.
I'm going to go with a 4.
Okay.
Guys, have you seen how like Ghana and like so basically
Oh my
there's
gosh,
this
Kenya. Yes.
there's this ongoing conversation where different countries are presenting smallpox but with different color people.
No, monkeypox.
Monkeypox, sorry,
Yeah.
not smallpox. With different color people. So in the Western world, yeah, they seem to be showing monkeypox on black people and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So the Western, then Africa said, "Is it?
It's payback time.
It's payback time." So they're showing monkeypox on white people, and so obviously,
And it's just great.
clocks onto all of this.
I love
stuff.
that for us.
I do love that for us, man. It's progress.
It's
Man.
everyday Africans be.
I haven't even seen. I ain't seen no images of it on Black people yet.
But you're not really engaged. You said the only time you hear about monkeypox is here.
That's true.
Yeah,
my
that's-
brother said something to me about it yesterday.
We just add some pictures to the docs.
You got to have some interest in the dog. But
Yeah, it doesn't look nice. It's nice. It's not nice at all. I just think if it's spreading the way it is, and it's something that, because we don't really know how people are getting it.
Is it
Now,
even in
obviously,
London
now-
yet?
Yeah, it's in London.
Yeah,
it's
remember?
London.
Yesterday,
Yeah,
there
first four cases,
There was a
yeah.
kid that had it, right? In London.
Yeah, kid had it
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, more adults have it now. And if you don't know how it's being spread yet, because I think they're dropping the gay narrative now, aren't they?
well, they
I
said through
told
sex.
you lot, the 4 people from the initially were bisexual, so women are involved.
Yeah, but we never said women.
We're
weren't
gonna go through
involved.
it. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well,
But,
I was hoping we weren't. I was hoping we could figure this one out.
I was hoping black people weren't, but
I
you
was
know,
hoping once
hopes and wishes
catch a break.
are nothing.
But yes, I think
yeah.
if we're not knowing how it's spreading and stuff like that, it's a bit wild because you just never know.
They
You
said
never
through
know.
vigorous sex.
They didn't say vigorous. You
So-
added
what?
vigorous.
Vigorous.
They did say vigorous sex.
You sure that's not what
They
it
said
is?
Why is
sex.
sex
They said
vigorous?
sex.
That's what I thought.
And they said, man said, what, pum pum fada. Is that what it is? And then also they said bedding. So
Okay.
anyone that's staying at hotels.
Ooh.
But if it's bedding, can it also be like, you know, the train seats and bus seats? Can
Yeah,
it be that as
probably.
well?
And also clothes, no? Like, it's just material bedding. It's just
Oh,
material,
yeah.
so all fabrics, I guess.
Oh,
Good point.
so we've got to be naked and isolated.
Go start washing them Zara joints, I get.
I was literally thinking Zara, but I said, let's not get a lawsuit. I was literally thinking Zara.
That's mad.
But yeah,
as in
man.
you don't wash your other stuff now.
No, because I tend to shop last minute. So when I buy something, I'm literally needing in 30 minutes time. So
Oh, you
just-
mean when you buy clothes, you wash them before
Yeah.
you wear it?
No, I'm saying now I have to. If monkeypox is lurking,
okay.
Oh, can you
Because
get
I'm
rid of
looking
it
at-
just by washing the thing?
I hope so.
If you wash
Right.
the bedding, is it all good then?
I hope so.
Because this should not be a factor then. Because I'm expecting everything is washed in hotels and shit.
It probably would kill
Wash it on
to
60.
some
Yeah.
degree, yeah.
He's got to be 60. All right, well, guys, we're going to keep you
That's it.
abreast of
Enough
all
scaremongering for the day.
of the monkeypox, and let's go to one of our favorite segments, Word on Road.
Yes, we're going to start with some baby exes. But you know, I wanted to give a backstory.
Okay.
Because I think sometimes, yeah, because I know tea, I expect that everyone else knows the tea.
Okay.
But so if I land on the tea, I want to give you some context, right?
Mhm.
So UK rapper, Crept from Crept and Conan, right? And he's the mother of his daughter, who's an influencer. She's an influencer, right?
Yep.
Sasha. They've got a beautiful daughter together, right? Couple months ago, was it a couple months ago? About a month ago.
Yeah. I'll take two.
Sasha must have done a TikTok saying something about like, I think nursery prices something like is very high and it's crazy expensive. She just said something simple. She didn't say that she needed people to do a GoFundMe. She just made a point, which every parent knows, right? The internet decided to go mad about it. Decided that why is she paying? Why should she have to worry about how expensive it is when her man, the father of her daughter is a millionaire and he's got money and blah blah blah. So they basically just ran off this. Talks about, how, he hates her and he's not there for his child and he's out here opening his restaurant and doing all these things and not taking care of his child and now he's got her doing 50-50. It was a whole thing. There was a whole Twitter space about it.
He joined the space like a madman.
You joined the space?
He joined the space. He was in there explaining himself to these idiot gal.
I don't know why he did that. I would never do that. But I'm agreeing with the first part, not the idiot girl part. So that's all marks. But yeah, so we were really going off about, all that kind of stuff. And he obviously was like, he does a lot for his child. And I guess he did explain himself. He does a lot for his child and he's building for her future and all that kind of people should basically mind their business. Sasha had to do something as well and say whatever she said.
Yeah, Sasha said something along the lines of, because of him, I'm now in a position where I can afford all of these things. Like he's made, he's definitely helped my career. I'm notoriety. So yeah.
Yeah, so they did all of that stuff. But turns out, so yesterday they made an announcement and the beautiful baby Nala has now...
Don't do that. It weren't just like that. They made an announcement like last week. They said like we got an announcement
On
to
Monday,
make.
yeah.
We got a big announcement to make. Me, Nala, and mum got a big announcement to make. They propped it up and then they dropped it. So we was all waiting because there was speculation as to what the announcement was.
Yeah, because Crept done it at first on his page. He was in the studio.
I feel like
Where you go with this verse?
Yeah.
He was making it seem like he had new music coming or something.
I don't know what was going on. I thought he was going to say that they was pregnant and had another baby. That's what I thought he was going to say.
So when I said, right? Why?
You just said yesterday he dropped his announcement, but I'm saying like that was just too like it was.
Yeah, but
he didn't
There
just
was
drop
a
it.
whole rollout, basically.
There was a rollout.
To do her job.
Thank you. But it was a rollout, yeah. But the announcement was the skincare stuff.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you want me to acknowledge the pre-announcement to the announcement?
I don't know. Just if you're giving them the story, give them the whole story.
Do you know, you need to go back into your shell until done. Okay, this isn't about you. Anyways, okay, so they made an announcement a week ago, and everyone thought it was music. What did you think it was?
I thought it was going to say that's another baby.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why. I'm on a Love and Hip Hop thing.
line
I thought they was going to say another baby.
I thought it was going to
Do
be
you know what? I
line.
saw Nala. I just thought they put Nala up because she's cute.
No, I thought it was going to be a clothing line, a baby clothing line for Nala.
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so anyways, the announcement now is that they've basically got a skincare for Nala. And this started 2 years ago. So they started planning it 2 years ago. And the skincare is like, it's natural, it's 99% natural, eczema friendly, for sensitive skin, all that kind of stuff, all the good stuff.
Vegan, all the good stuff you want to hear for a baby.
Exactly. So if this doesn't shut people up, I don't know what will.
But guess what? So it's also available via the Play Dirty? Is it Think Dirty app?
Yeah, I think it's Think Dirty.
So they have an app, and I thought this was really, really smart because they even as someone who works in advertising, I pick up on all these things because I think it's so smart.
Yeah.
But they've played with it. They've made the Play Dirty app or whatever it's called. I think it's Think Dirty or Play Dirty or whatever. But they've made it. They rebranded it to make it actually
baby friendly.
Like it's not a rap thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, as in, it's something that I think they've rebranded it in a sense to make it something that everybody can engage with. And so I'm guessing there'll be more things that they'll be selling on that app as well. So that's cool. It's a really cool look. I think they said Think Dirty or Play Dirty.
I think it was Think Dirty.
Think Dirty, but buy clean or do something clean. It's really smart. It's really, really smart. I love shit like that. So so I think that's really smart.
And it also as well is going to be available in Boots.
Which is amazing. The money back.
That is amazing.
That's the bag.
We only had Fenty there last year, so
and
that
I
is amazing.
reckon there will be a lot of support because a lot of people, like I think they call it Nala's aunties, like the way that the internet is really passionate about Nala and they.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so all of that. So I think they would be like a real support.
I think it's really cute. So
that's cute.
So this is amazing. So baby excellence, that's great. Now to give you an update on Young Thug and Gunna, and we reported like a few weeks ago now, I think, that they're amongst the 50. They've been arrested amongst a bunch of other people for 56 count of RICO indictments against YSL in connection with charges including conspiracy to violate, RICO, murder, aggravated assault, all those funny crimes. But so basically Gunna's been denied bail for the second time, and his trial date is 9th of January 2023. I think that's wild, you know.
Free Gunna, man.
So all the festivals, all the stuff that
2023.
2023.
Looking peak.
9th of January.
It does music not? It's okay. It's just because a lot of people tell me music doesn't actually make as much money as you think it would make. But if you're a popular musician, is there still a reason why you should be in the streets?
No, but I think
it could be greed.
Yeah,
and
I
you
think
just sorry, go on.
No, you go.
No, you're still embedded in that lifestyle and you haven't fully removed yourself from that yet.
Because all that street stuff. So I guess it'll always be people in the streets to fight.
Yeah.
Because more like murders and stuff like that. So it's not like he's on the corner.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I think you're going to be involved
It
in
could
that
be just something as simple as giving your friend money.
Yeah.
Because if you give your friend money and he builds an empire and he's still your brethren, they're gonna accredit that to you. Really, they're gonna be like, you funded that. That's your thing, and you're involved in the whether you're seeing the profits of it or not. And if they could prove that you was involved in some point, any way, shape or form, or whatever, then it's still the same shit, innit?
What should other artists learn from this? You lot's opinion.
I don't know, man. Just don't get caught.
I might have to go back in time.
Get out of the streets, man.
Don't get caught.
Yeah, but then people get out
the streets is weird. I feel like the streets holds on to people. Like everyone's like, get out of the streets. But just because you go out of the streets, your best friend, your cousin, your neighbor, they're still in the streets. So it's like, can you really escape it without becoming fake or?
But is it your responsibility?
I hear that, but then don't those people end up being called fake and phony when they decide to move forward?
I ain't saying don't help your friends and don't try and give back, but I'm saying you can't put your life at risk because you want to appear to be real. Like you work your whole life to get out of the situation, like, and now you're out. So don't go back and try and help your friends get out as well. But if you look at everyone who's been killed recently, Young Dolph and all the rest of them, because they've got one foot in the streets still.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even so, you're not just going to leave. You're going to help your communities. You're going to help your brethren. And these men are entrenched in crime. It's like what you're saying. So you're still going to, like, you're going to be in and around, like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're going to be in and around it.
So
if that's where you're from, you're going to be in and if that's really where you're from and that's what you do, you're going to be in and around it, whether you do it or not.
He wasn't doing anything, but he was.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, he's walking down these brethren. He's walking down the street with killers.
And
It is what it is.
that's exactly what I'm saying. So is there any real escape? Because I feel like people.
No, there is real escape because there's tons of rappers who have been doing this for years and they're not dead because they're moving the right way.
But then don't they get rebranded as, oh, you're not about it. You're blah, blah,
That's
blah,
fine,
blah.
you
But
know.
you just
I'll
have
take
I
that over
definitely
jail
believe that's
any
fine.
day.
yeah, but you just have to not care about that though.
I know, but if you're like a 21-year-old rapper and you see a lot of money come at you fast and you are trying to make that move, I do think that narrative from like the people that you think are your friends and that will make you less confident to just step away. Do you know what I mean? I think it could get in their head. Like
No, it will.
realistically.
You're
And
playing your mind, but you just got to ignore that, to be fair.
yeah, I think this is a shame. I think we saw this happen. I don't know, because I feel like when you go to prison, if I've seen anything, right, when you go to prison, there's not that same energy for you when you come out. The sound's changed. Maybe the money's not there as much, and I just feel like this is a real shame because even if he does bust case, a lot of years is now wasted. A lot of years where he could have been, because isn't Gunna on his way up? Like, isn't he like very actively?
Yeah, all the guys pushing P.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like when Bobby Smith just like, it's just, you don't get that time back, really.
Has Fog been denied bail as well?
No, his
Foxy's
trial.
gone for it, huh?
No, he has as well, but he's going to be revisited.
Okay.
They put a pin in that.
Alright.
But so with Gunna, basically they didn't want to let him out because the prosecutors are arguing that he's not just an associate in YSL, but he's in a position of command. So hold on, yeah, and his attorney is saying that the court was obviously concerned about threats and intimidation of witnesses. We believe when the court hears evidence, not just the words of the prosecutor, it will find that Sergio's release on bond will not directly or indirectly pose a significant risk to witnesses. We look forward to having an evidentiary hearing on this as soon as possible. So basically, his lawyer is arguing that he's gonna go. He just wants to go out and make music, basically, just work. And obviously, prosecutors are saying that he's gonna go out there and intimidate witnesses and do more of the things that he's been charged for. So yeah, but Young Thug at the moment is still pinning that. He's got to sit in there till January. They might have another one, but I think after a while the judges stop listening to you. But so another news which was reported on Friday, it was very sad actually. And I'm reporting on it just because I feel like something positive is kind of happening in the right way. So backstory, bit of context. There's a kid. I didn't want to shout at school actually. I don't think I want to do that. Their website is down and stuff, so we can't really show them anymore, so it's fine. But yeah, so there's a little kid. He's 11, and he was getting bullied in school. So, and it wasn't that, it was basically racist bullying, right? And on this particular day, I can't remember the date now, but on this particular day, his bullies again attacked him and were being mean to him, blah, blah, blah. And they're basically beating him up, right? And he was trying to run out of school. I don't get how there's no teachers and like playing grounds and like, do you get me? I don't get that, how there's no teachers saw that. But anyway, so he was trying to run away from the school, like literally run out of school, and he had to climb over a fence, and then that's where his finger got stuck.
Wow.
And it ripped his skin and stuff, and then he called his mum in agony and whatever, and then he called his mum before the school called his mum. Can you imagine?
Is that how it happened over the fence?
Yeah, that's how I
didn't know.
Oh,
that.
because I was thinking, what could they have done to him to
Yeah.
make him lose
Yeah.
his finger?
Yeah.
That's how it happened. And then he had to go to hospital, and his mum was saying at the time as well that the ambulance was going to take like forever.
They
And
wouldn't
school
let
was
her
saying
leave.
how-
They wouldn't let her leave. They made her wait at the school and wait for the ambulance. It took like 8-9 hours or something stupid like that.
It was crazy amount of time waiting for the ambulance. And then I think in the end, they were like a school bus then did take them to the hospital. But then he was in surgery for like 6 hours, but he ended up losing his finger. They had to amputate his finger. And started a GoFundMe.
That's a school in Wales.
Yes, the school.
So
in
he was
Wales.
in agony for 8 hours whilst they waited for the school bus to take
Yeah.
him to the school.
The place is called, just in case, just to say it, Arbitrary Learning Community.
Yeah, because when I heard Wales and it started making sense, when I heard all this bullying and racist stuff, and I'm thinking, what's going on over there? Like,
Yeah.
why are you just mashing these youths up? But
It's so
then I
sad.
said, yeah, it's in Wales. And I was like, okay, cool. So that's real.
Yeah, so what she said is she
That's
said
real
on
minority
Tuesday,
stuff.
On Tuesday morning break time, Raheem was attacked and beaten by a group of children whilst in school. He was pushed to the ground and then repeatedly kicked. He made a desperate attempt to leave the school grounds in order to escape the situation, but caught his finger. I received a phone call from Raheem, and then the school informed me of the incident. In trying to climb a fence and escape, Raheem broke his finger. He underwent 6 hours of surgery, but it had to be amputated. Raheem was taken to a hospital 50 miles away in Swansea, but doctors were unable to save his finger. And then, yeah, his mum basically said how he's been suffering racial and physical abuse since September, since starting school last September. But the GoFundMe has done really well, and obviously they're very, very grateful for that. It's saved like over 100,000.
They want to get him a prosthetic finger.
pounds. Yeah, they're gonna get him a prosthetic finger. And yeah, she just obviously as a mum that she's just distraught and just saying she doesn't understand how literally this is a direct quote from her. She says, "It's difficult as a mum having to tell your child that people might not like you because of your skin, not because you're mean, not because you're horrible, but just because of the skin he was born into. And she was even saying how, like, even when they're waiting for the surgery and waiting to hospital, all that kind of stuff, he kept apologizing and he kept saying, like, why don't people like me? Like, whilst in agony and stuff. So it's just very, very heartbreaking. But a bit of positive news is that the school's been closed and they're actually being investigated. And I don't think there's something that they're going to be able to get away with, because I think it's caught so much attention. And this is so wild for a child to literally live for the rest of his life with 4 fingers on account of racism. I feel like something will happen from this, and I hope and pray something does happen from it.
Teachers are fucked in that school. Do you know what? The reason why I don't have that much faith is because of, I remember we spoke about this a little bit ago, but do you know Shukri Abdi?
Oh, yes.
I think I got her name. I might have pronounced it wrong. I'm so sorry. But she was bullied, drowned,
Yeah.
and nothing's happened. The school changed their name, changed their school uniform, and that was it.
Ooh, yeah.
Obviously, with this, there's more noise. With Shukri, we didn't hear about it until way after, and it was in the middle of COVID, so there couldn't be any like physical pressure. But I think for it to get to that point, there was so much oversight on the teacher's behalf.
Absolutely.
And when I was younger, I used to think of teachers as like a fair, like I don't know, I used to just think of them as, but teachers are fucked up individuals as well. They can be. Some are lovely, but I just feel like the teachers probably have their own sentiments and let it go way too much. And this poor boy now, I just think is disgusting.
She's probably racist themselves,
and you said earlier on, you were like how the mum handled it really well. And I have to give you credit for that. But I personally, if this isn't even my son and I wanted to make noise and I wanted, so shout out to her for how she handled it, because I know in this world is how you handle shit.
And I think that's what it is. I think sometimes you can go crazy for things, but I think this is something so serious that you have to be heard. Like, I feel like going crazy will give them a reason not to take it seriously, right? And I feel like you can't, with the madness that's happened, you can't give anybody a reason not to hear you, basically. But shout out to the mum, man, the way she's handled it.
Yeah.
Beautiful family, but so hopefully something does come from this. But that is all from me today.
Thank you very much, sis. Well, let's jump over to the People's Journal.
Did I say with chest?
All right, people. Welcome to my segment where I give you the news from my economics point of view. All right. So this isn't going to be long today, First thing I want to talk about is pretty much the government have rolled out a scheme to kind of help with the cost of living again. So in 2021, they came out with they pretty much designed the boiler upgrade scheme. So pretty much, if you've got if you're a homeowner, you can apply for a government grant of $5,000 to replace your gas boiler with heat pumps. So basically, it's kind of to help with the costs, but it's also a climate change thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's better for the environment. But the way I see it is kind of similar to the whole move towards getting electric cars and stuff. So you know how they give you a grant for electric cars, but obviously the car is that much more expensive than just getting a diesel or something. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't be like more out of pocket.
Who gives you grants?
And the government.
What, for
To get
electric?
electric cars?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want it. What, they're going to give me money?
Yeah.
Talk to me off camera because I need to know where I need to know where to go.
This you want to talk about off
Yeah,
camera?
no, seriously. I want to know because I know what car I want and I'm going to need that grant.
Yeah, so it's basically similar to that. So basically, grants are going to be available to everyone with existing homes and also non-domestic builders as well. So shops, offices, factories, stuff like that. But like I was saying, like if you look at the cost now, comparing like a normal gas boiler to a pump, like with an air source heat pump, you're looking to pay between like 8 and 16K, right? But if you was to get like a normal combi boiler, it's like £1,000 or £2,000. So no one's
The maths is not
exactly. Long term, it may bring down your costs, but like you're gonna have
It
to wait.
may?
You're gonna have to wait like 10 years to
My
see any
thing
type
is,
of difference.
That's why.
Every time I see, like, I'm very
Take my
for the
chances.
planet, like go planet. I'm very for planet.
No peace.
Like, I really love the planet. But sometimes I see people wanting us to like not use straws, and because I know they make the turtles cry and stuff. I know all of that stuff, yeah. But you know, people are like taking massive jet. Like, I feel like there's bigger
fish to
big,
fry.
like, things that are like fucking up the planet. Like when the planet says who's fucking me up, it's not looking.
It's not my straw.
It's not my boiler. It's like your
Your
plane.
private jet.
It's your private jet that you took to go to fucking, I don't know, Lincolnshire. So in my head, I'm thinking all these things. And also, it's really weird to me because I don't really feel like the government cares that much. So these initiatives what do you think really is behind them? Because it can't be world peace and it can't be like the planet. So, like, what do you think is really behind it? Is it a benefit to
I think it's
them?
also boosting the economy as well because it's more spending.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because
And
even
you
though you
get
get
to
this
something.
grant, you're going to be paying a lot more money. Because like most people, again, if you've got a standard combi boiler, you're cool by yourself, right? Just chilling as a normal combi boiler, works, everything. But now, having to pay 15, 20K for this heat pump, even though you're getting 5K off, like you're still 15K out of pocket. Like for what? You know what I'm saying? So it has to work financially. Long term, you know, you may see the benefits 10, 15 years down the line or whatever. It is also said to be more efficient as well. But again, I don't think that's enough of a grant for people to really make the switch.
Why is it that good things are never cost effective? Like,
exactly.
it feels like the good things or the clean things and green things are just never cost effective, or they're not cost effective yet.
That's exactly it. I think it's a yet thing. Because it's gradually just being introduced in it. Like the more companies, private companies start making it, bring the price down, and then more people jump on.
I think this is more of a saving the planet thing than helping
Yeah,
people with
they want to be
inflation.
seen to be. Yeah, they want to be seen to be doing something about that. Remember the other day, I think yesterday we were talking about how Albanese became the Prime Minister of Australia, mainly because of how strong he was about trying to do something about climate change.
But they got lots of sun and shit in it, so like they can put solar panels on all the houses and stuff. Like it makes sense. But like even normal things that we can do here, like put like wind converting energy in our train links and stuff, like tube. You know when the tube, do you know how much wind that causes? Like we could do like we could cause that. I mean, it actually we could do the little stuff like that because I went to like a green summit years ago. I don't know why, but we could do stuff like that, but we don't even do the little things. It seems to, so that's what I'm saying. The motivation behind these things don't feel like it's about the planet. It feels like it's about something else because there's so many little things we could be doing.
Is it Boris and them doing this?
Yeah.
He's gonna pull the election up next year. Yeah, he's really making his mark.
I don't think he wants to be prime minister anymore. Anyway, I think he's tired. He just wants to go.
The thing is, when you introduce all these new new infrastructure to kind of harvest like this energy, like you're talking about, it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
So even though it's a little thing, it's a lot of money to implement at first. And so a lot of them don't want to put the money into that. Because the returns, you're not seeing that immediately.
Yeah.
But we're not seeing the returns for this either.
Yeah, I know, but they may argue at least you see the return on this quicker. You know what I'm saying?
Are they putting this in the new houses they're building? I just feel like trying to put makeup on a cow, like on a goat or something, is not going to work. I think what is right, but the new stuff you're building, the new houses you're building,
then upgrade
those, and eventually we'll phase out everything else. Because when my friend went to Japan, she was just like, "Yo, night and day. We're not even." Have you ever gone to like some areas of London where they still have the old JD Sports? And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, why are you guys so behind?
What are you guys doing?
Like, you lot got the old JD Sports, the old Foot Locker and that. Like, fucking hell. Like, so I feel like that's what, when you go to different countries, you will see England is like, oh my gosh. Like, it's, So.
To some degree, I guess they're, because like with new build properties, it costs between 8 and 16K to put it into that. If you got an existing property, it's 28K. So I guess there is some type of incentive. They have kind of subsidized it for the new builds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the extent they're doing really.
It's like areas that still have wimpies.
Yeah.
Wimpies are all over the place.
Yeah, wimpies are they not the Gregs for North London?
Wimpies in pretty down-trodden areas.
No, wimpies are expensive. Wimpies are like upper class food.
Yeah.
What, wimpies? Since when?
You got walk into a Wimpies now. You're gonna walk out. You're not gonna pay that money for the meal.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay the money for the meal when you go to Wimpy. It's not going to make sense to you. You're going to say, wait there, I can go to McDonald's and get this for a $5. It's about, the bill's about 8 or 9.
The areas that I see Wimpies are like, you know.
It doesn't matter where the areas are.
Bermondsey
Listen, it doesn't matter. Walk in the Wimpy and check the price list, brother. I'm telling you.
Because
no, there would be nice spaces.
I thought the same as you.
Yeah.
No.
So Wimpy's is not like Greg's. It's like McDonald's.
No, it's like a cafe.
No, it's like a cafe. But
they do food. They do burgers, chips.
Yeah, all that.
Okay, so I
Listen,
don't know
chips
Wimpy's
is banging.
Okay.
Wimpy, you know what? I'm not even like the Wimpy ambassador or
No,
anything.
you are.
But the food,
I'm giving Wimpy.
Flying the flag for
You're giving
Wimpy.
Wimpy
the burgers are all right, yeah. But the only problem is the price. You just don't understand how come it's cost so much
But it's
money.
nice there.
Yeah, it is. But
I haven't had a Wimpy since I was a
Can you
kid.
guys get me a
Is it the
Wimpy?
square
I'm gonna have a
burgers, isn't
Wimpy.
it?
no, it's not
No,
square burgers.
that's Wendy's you're thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I've never seen this place before.
I'm gonna get me a Wimpy.
Does it have like, what's the logo look like?
Wimpy.
Wimpy's.
Wimpy.
It's
Just like
just
red.
red
It's
lettering.
red?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm definitely wrong.
And
Bright orange
they give you like
with blue.
China. Like they give you a proper plate
Oh, I don't
Knife,
go
yeah, proper
camping,
knife and
no.
fork. Is
If you eat in, you do
I'm
get a
gonna
plate.
have
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
wimpy this week. I'm gonna come back to you guys on next week Monday.
Don't know if I can afford it, man.
Don't do that.
What's next
Yeah,
on People's
yeah.
Journal?
The last thing is pretty much Starbucks is following suit like with McDonald's, and they're leaving Russia, man.
Costa staying on.
Costa.
Imagine a whole McD's.
I'm just making sure these man still got
country.
coffee.
Oh, live it.
I don't know.
Did McDonald's leave? McDonald's doesn't care about
McDonald's
politics.
is,
But these
very
things for
nice.
me as well, this is silly gestures though.
Mm.
Why they
Is
won't
it
put
really?
it one
But
by
as a
one, one by one?
brand-
Are you telling me you didn't see the wall?
But
Now, day 58 or week 58
Took
of
them
the
a
wall, where
while.
you
Took
want
them
to
a
go?
while to get all the
That's a-
tea out of the country.
It takes time. It's not like a quick process to remove a whole business from a country like McDonald's.
No, but if everyone's so like outraged by what's going on, the way everyone's been acting.
But you know that means they had to make everyone that
pull
works
it.
for them unemployed and
Yeah,
stuff
it's,
like
it's
that.
It's a lot,
a process, man.
There's 130
There's a war going on.
stores.
We're going to be unemployed.
No, but a lot of
The squint of the eye.
attacks are not happening in Russia though. That's the thing. So people can still kind of go to work and stuff.
Wait, where did the attacks
Really?
happening?
Yeah, it's in Ukraine, isn't it? They're
Oh, of
bombing
course.
Ukraine.
yes.
Wait, Ukraine hasn't thrown a blowback. Not that I want
I
that.
think they're pretty much what are they doing? They're more so defending
I don't know what
themselves,
they're
and when people are coming, they're kind of counter-attacking. But yeah, I don't think they're like,
That's
invading
tough.
Russia.
That's
Though.
tough, man.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so 2,000 people maybe without jobs, 130 stores closed. Yeah. And that's
Yeah,
it,
I get.
pretty
Do you
much.
care if your favorite brand removes itself from Russia in
No.
protest?
No.
Do you feel like that's something you need for your favorite brand? Like if Lakey refused to send stuff to Russia, would that make you more passionate about their brand?
No,
Okay, it feels like a gesture to everyone. Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
I just think I'm not like I don't live and breathe everything black owned the way I would like to. So makes no
Soon
difference.
comes, soon
Yeah, do you know what I mean? When I get to that point, then yeah, I would like my favorite black brand not to do this.
Support
But
Trump.
for now, I don't know what people are doing behind the scenes.
Mm.
Who even knows Elon Musk behind it? I don't know.
But the more people that are unemployed, the more people are going to be, feel frustrated with the Russian government, and kind of force Putin to stop, innit?
I
that's
saw
the hope.
something.
That's the hope.
I saw
So-
something actually. I didn't go in to read it because it was nighttime, but it was about was it like someone tried to kill him or something?
Yeah, there was an assassination attempt on him, I think.
On the Ukraine.
No,
leader.
on Putin.
Oh, really?
Was it
Yeah,
his
yeah,
people,
this-
though?
Yeah.
I would not.
'Cause they're getting
want
tired
to
of
be
it.
It
fulfilled
was
that.
who was it?
We'll do it.
It was like people on the kind of on the fringes of Russia. Yeah.
So
I'm
the
hearing-
Russians
I
are
can't
trying
remember.
to come for him.
Because I'm hearing his people are
Okay,
getting
so-
tired of him because he's really ill, and now he's
He's
making
ill.
them- yeah, he's got apparently allegedly cancer and all this other stuff. Like he's ill. He's hanging by a thread, and these people are now saying that they don't think that he's mentally he's in a good mental state to even be making decisions he's making, and so now they don't kind of trust his judgment as well.
Yeah, he better not be dying, boy. You press that button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's dying, he ain't got nothing to lose. They gotta take him out.
Does
Yeah,
he
but
have?
they
Does he
believe
have
he's
like
got cancer
several
or
wives or
something.
just one?
I think he's got one wife, but he's got like a
Concubines.
yeah. Yeah, he's got other kids.
Kind of on brand for him. Still.
Secret kids. But yeah, the attack was like 2 months ago. Yeah, it's by people from Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, certain parts of southern Russia. They tried to
Okay.
take him out. Obviously, it was unsuccessful, but yeah.
But then if he got killed, yeah, like on the side, is that legal?
What do you mean?
Or are they gonna get like prosecuted, even though like he's terrorized and everyone really wants him dead, low key?
Yeah, that's a crime. I'm sure they would be flogged.
It's still a crime, depending
It's
on
still
who
a
the person
crime.
is. Yeah.
But
Are you asking if they kill him, is it a crime? That's what you're asking.
Well, if the whole country doesn't want him and then they kill
Yeah,
him,
because because if he's such a menace, right, and no one wants him there, and then something.
So why just go and kill Boris then?
no, some people like
I keep telling you. I keep telling you.
people love
This
to
is gonna
get
get
French on this
to
pod,
yeah,
you know.
like what's this mean?
We are four
I never
individuals.
said we. I said
Entertainment,
you.
guys.
Who's you? Don't point at me, but don't do that. My situation is different. I'm talking about Russia. That's what I'm talking about.
She said, "I am not
But yeah.
Russian."
I am not Russian at all.
Mm,
So it would be a thing. It would still be a crime.
Yeah, it's a bit bad.
That's crazy.
They have killed leaders before and nobody got in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. That's
no,
what I'm,
that's what I was
in
going to say.
Africa.
It's actually a good question because sometimes
you hear that, Marks? Good question.
Because sometimes, obviously, the people that usually kill them take over the government, innit? So who's really
Okay.
It's a thingy.
You don't really
I
want
don't think that's gonna happen here. What would happen after PN anyway?
But yeah, anyway, that's the end of
The People's Journal.
A Russian Trump.
So exciting. All right then, guys. And then with that, sorry, my iPad. With that, we're going to head into our daily segment, Asking for a Friend. Yeah, I got you. Yo, my people, hope you're good. I'm 23, been going out with this girl for, I'm reading this as it's written, by the way, guys, for about 2.5 years. First girl to meet my parents. I do love her. And at the beginning, everything was cool. I was her first and she was extremely inexperienced sexually. I thought as time went on, gradual improvements would happen. I told her this probably last year, October, but if anything, the last 6 to 8 months, it's been getting worse. Only one round lasting literally 3 to 4 mins.
No, sir.
Doesn't give head. If she does, 2 minutes max. Even kissing has turned awkward. Her energy towards me just gone down in terms of linking, etc. This person is a Gen Zer. My sexual and general frustration has led to me being with her, but I don't want to be doing that. I'm not trying to end it, but the way things are going, boy, sorry for going into graphic detail, but I can't go to none of the mandem with this. What should I do? Oh, please pretend. Oh, he's asking for a friend.
Yeah, right. So is he saying that she comes in 3 to 4 minutes and she's just done? Like,
she might not even come.
I don't think she's coming. He's unhappy, but I don't think he's really acknowledging that. I don't think she's that happy either.
She's getting her back blown up by someone. I'll tell you that for free.
I was gonna say, I don't think she's.
You ain't the only one player.
I don't think she. Yeah,
I don't want to say she's getting a black boy now. She might just not be attracted to him.
She's
I don't think she
getting
like
her
one
back
round.
blown
I
up.
think girls are usually up for more than one round.
yeah, that's what I'm confused at the one round bit.
3 to 4 minutes feels like a him problem.
That's what I was thinking.
Doesn't
as well.
give heads. She's entitled to her preference.
Yeah,
Does he give head?
She already.
Okay, you asking the right questions.
Does he
there,
give
man.
head now?
Yeah,
Because I
but
can change everything.
She's not even girlfriend material, man. You set yourself up for this, man.
Why is she not girlfriend material?
She don't
Why
give-
would you ask
She don't
that?
give head.
No, but she doesn't give him head.
Huh?
She doesn't give him head.
We
Somebody's
can't speak
girlfriend.
for her. She didn't write it. We don't know what
Do
she
you know,
does.
it's true. That's the thing. This is so one-sided. If she does, then it's 2 minutes max.
He's
I can't
20.
lie to you.
He's 23. Yeah, he's been with her what 2.5 years. I'm guessing they're similar ages. Yeah, they met when she was 21. She's supposed to be sexually inexperienced. She's supposed to be bouncing off the wall. She's supposed to be a little cum bucket. She's supposed to be thirsty for it, like dying for it. But she's not
Gagging
like,
for it.
gagging for it.
I'm not even encouraging him.
You know what I'm
I'm
trying to
just like
say?
a cum bucket. Ew.
Cum bucket.
I'm just
Ew.
saying. I think someone's.
Cum bucket.
I just think someone's
I'm just
cooking.
trying to about what that is.
What is wrong with you?
Huh?
Cum bucket.
Cum bucket.
Is that a common saying?
Depends on what circle.
I'll tell you
you're
why
in.
she can't be here because
Why she can't be a cum bucket?
Yeah, I'll tell you why. Because he's a first year, but also can't lie, you're young babes. You still got stuff to like. As much as you might think you know stuff,
Yeah.
you don't know stuff.
Yeah.
So I really think either sis is bored. You're not doing what you think you're doing. You're not putting in the work
And
you think
also-
you're putting. And I think she might not like you. She's either bored, doesn't like you, or
She might
you're
also
just
not be straight.
What?
She might not be straight. Like, she doesn't seem to want to be there.
Yeah, with him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So she might want to.
Yeah,
she
that's-
might be discovering herself. I'm just saying.
You know, that could be an alternate reality, yes.
Okay.
yeah.
I
just
think.
don't
I think
it's you.
she's gone, fella. I think someone's got her.
Oh, do you know what I was going to say as well? That's the third point I was going to make. I think, yeah, because he's saying he's had conversations with her about how she's and blah, blah. I don't know what your delivery is like, but you probably made her feel awkward.
I'm not
and now
thinking
she
it's
can't
good.
give herself to you. Like, a girl can like you and whatever, but if I don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
with you and I feel as if like I'm not good enough for you, nothing's going to happen here. So it might be maybe in the conversations you've had with her, your delivery to those conversations.
I think that's
got her
really
dried
good.
up.
I think that's really good points. Especially, it seems like a bit of a cycle because he's genuinely frustrated and that's led to him being off with her. So
Yeah,
I can imagine
exactly.
the
I
way
don't
he
wanna have sex with you after
communicates. The way he communicates that.
Yeah.
And I honestly think the key thing that will change your sex life is, as a female anyway, is her being comfortable.
Yeah,
If she doesn't
absolutely.
feel comfortable, everything is she's going to be in her head. It's all going to be pretense.
Exactly.
It's all going to be acting. You're going to be able to tell. But if she feels comfortable, you will unleash it
That's
in the
it.
beast.
She was
And-
inexperienced. They've been together 2.5 years, so he's clearly trying to teach her the game, and then now things are getting worse. It's not about comfortable. She's not.
It's
She's with somebody else.
comfortability.
It's
Because the way he
comfortability,
delivers...
So you say
however
she's uncomfortable. So all of a sudden, she just got uncomfortable with him.
No, she's been uncomfortable. Because I think if he was her first year, when you first have sex, you're uncomfortable anyway.
Yeah.
If he's saying then I want things to get better, and obviously he's saying that someone who's vocal enough to give her pointers like you need to do this, let's do this, let's do that. All of that makes her feel insecure. As someone who's just sexually active, there's insecurities anyway, right? And then you're telling me how it is I'm not satisfying you. That is me. You're getting in my head even more.
It will fuck
And then
with
you
your
think I'm
You
going to
see
be...
how
because
you
even-
sort of spun this trying to make her out to be some victim. She
No, no,
is
no,
being.
Mark,
She's,
You
how
said
it
this
is for
yesterday.
women.
she's a cheater.
You said this yesterday.
She's
You were
a
like,
cheater.
She's a cheater. She's a cheater.
you
bro.
were like, if a girl's licking your nipple, you don't like it. You don't like it, but you wouldn't tell her,
Stop
get
doing
off
that.
my chest, whatever you said, because you don't want to fuck up her confidence. Like, sex is a very exposing experience. Like, you have to feel comfortable. Even if you're grade A on it, like, you still need to feel comfortable. You still need to feel like you can be yourself. And I just feel like he might be inexperienced in how to deal with a partner.
Exactly, first of all.
And yeah, you said we made her a victim. I don't know. All I'm saying is she doesn't seem happy. What she does with that happiness, whether it's be with somebody else, that's down to her.
Well, guess what? She's a victim in my books.
To me,
But I think it's crazy that you don't just assume she's cheating, though.
No, I don't think that. I think this situation is bigger than the sex. I think the sex is just one caveat of the whole situation. I think she's not happy in the relationship. And this is spilling over into their
the
sex
sex.
life. She doesn't want to be there, clearly.
I thought that's about how he's.
And what's happening sexually is just collateral damage of her unhappiness.
Because you know, like, even as a woman, yeah, that you're very comfortable with a guy, yeah. Even getting to that point of like having an orgasm, right? You have to not get in your head. You have to be so chill. And that's a guy you really like and you're really comfortable with. How much more someone is telling you
to feel
pointers of how you can do better and not do better.
Honestly,
like,
that comfort thing, I would learn it. So like the comfort thing is so important. I'm telling you, it's the difference between sex and gym. Like, I'm telling you.
So how can you make her feel more comfortable?
Well, I don't know. After 6 to 8 months, yeah, I don't know. It's building a trust. I think
he's got to change his tone. Yeah, I think change your tone and just let her, like, when if you have to say something like, oh, I think we should try this to try whatever, make it clear as well. Like, reassure her that you're fine. Like, do you get me? Like,
make it fun. Ask her what she wants. Like,
also, has he had the conversation about her? What he said to us? Has he spoken to her about
I think
this?
he said he did. I don't know, actually.
I have another question.
Yeah, he did say, I told her this probably last year, October. But if anything, last 6 to 8 months it's been getting worse. Okay. So he told her that he was expecting gradual improvement, blah blah. And I told her, and
imagine telling the girl,
I expect this wasn't your best, but I expect the next.
I
6 to 8
better
months,
by now, Sally.
You better come.
This is not good enough. This is unacceptable.
Well, with that, guys, I think the last point for me is the fact that he couldn't go to his mandem about that, which, you know, I thought you guys were meant to be a safe place. But anyway, if you can't go to your mandem and you can't go to your girls, you can always message into us. So make sure you send in your messages and voice notes to 075 6484 1073. That's 075 6484 1073. Now,
The advice is to make your girl more comfortable.
Break up.
Break up.
Yeah, leave your girl. That's the advice.
No,
that's
because she can do better.
I'll be honest. I think have a conversation first, and then if
I'm going to be honest with you, he's not going to listen to you. He's listening to me. That's just man. Leave your girl. Like, anything you don't say, he's not listening. Sorry.
You're not sorry.
Why did he DM you personally?
Not sorry.
Why did he DM Marks personally?
I'm just telling you how men work. He's not going to listen to you.
This is asking for a friend. It's not, bro, what would you do? Just so you know.
That would probably be a better segment than
you know what? Let me tell you about. You don't want to listen to Marks, because Marks, for you had your girl being a comeback. I can tell you for free you weren't. I tell you what to do. You speak to your girl about it.
Brent,
right?
sis, what would you do is now called bro. What would you do?
No, it's not.
And I will handle that segment.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I don't even know you, Yusuf. You know,
I will leave it to the space about you. I will tell you that for free. I will be championing in that.
Guys, I'm ready for a new vibe. So can we jump into the next segment? Excited. I'm so excited.
Same.
So guys,
oh, you're so excited. Your mic's all the way over there.
I was shouting.
Oh, wow.
I was shouting.
He picked it up.
All right, there we go. So I'm even more excited now, guys. We have a special guest in the building.
Sure do.
This one is the one about Lippy. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Lippy, because I've been watching his journey for a second.
Okay, let's go.
So Lippy is a very colourful character. Do you know what I mean? But when he started out, my first time meeting you anyway, you had a vision and a purpose, which was to let people know they had choices. And then we see you grow into people's fave. On every show that you're on, the comments are dedicated to Lippy. They love your colourful takes. They love your banter. They love your weirdness. And now they love the fact that you box. So you've done quite a lot in the last couple of years, and we're going to jump into it. But guys, can we show some love to Lippy?
Would you round of applause?
Yes! I was like,
big up Lippy, big up Lippy.
I feel like we need to be more in sync. But he felt the love. Yeah, Lippy, how are you, babe?
I'm good, you know, man. I'm very tired because
you just won the war, innit?
Yeah, but yeah, man, I feel good, man.
Feel good? Are you excited to be on TDA?
Yeah, man.
I know you listen every day.
course, I'm
Yeah.
up early.
It comes out at 7 p.m. But it's okay.
It comes out in the evening.
Man said, she'll not come back till 7 p.m.
It
though.
comes out at 7 p.m. But
I
he's
get,
up
I
from
get
early.
the live version. You get me?
Hey, this is big though. This is the first official interview as champion.
Oh, was it the first?
Yeah,
only
yes,
post
look at that.
fight.
This is the
Nice.
home of
That's
popular
fun,
culture. This is where we get the exclusive.
Nice.
What's going on outside? This is where the pandemic step. You know what I'm saying?
100.
Come on, man.
Love it.
This is a big look. First, we'd like to say congratulations
Yeah.
I love my bro.
on
man.
your win. That was dope.
Yeah, it was mad.
I think we'll get into that. I got things I want to ask you about that. But
But before we do that, we like to play a game.
just to loosen
Just to loosen you up, innit?
Break
Because
the ice a little bit.
it's early. It's a little bit early, innit? So
Yeah,
we like to
man,
play a
it's-
game, and this
yeah.
game is called Questions, right? Actually, it's called 140.
I
And this
didn't
is where
know
we
this was-
ask you some questions really quickly on a beat, 140 beat. And yeah, we have to just answer. But you have 1 minute,
Uh-huh.
and you have to answer as many correctly as possible.
Cool.
And if you do not,
okay, but my link's not open.
Also, are we answering the questions on beat?
guys,
Are
are
we
we
rapping
doing
it?
production on camera?
on.
Yeah, we're gonna try and stay
Oh,
on
no.
beat. But
Okay.
really, we just have to be quick.
This
Ah,
is
cool.
wait. Why can't this link?
Double click.
So we're gonna ask you the questions really quickly.
It's-
Some are
it's-
gonna be preferences,
okay,
some are
one
gonna
sec.
be actual like trivia.
Uh-huh.
And then yeah, Taser got a really good score. So it's you versus Taser. right now.
Taser. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Can I say sorry? We never clarified what clockwise was.
No,
Oh, so it's
not
me, then
clockwise.
you.
Snake is
Okay, there we
snake. That's in the question.
No, the
right?
question is, but the way in
It's
order
gonna
in
be
which
me,
answer.
then Esther, then Margs, then
You.
Yusuf.
Okay.
All right then.
Let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm
You
ready.
keep your score over there, yeah? Okay, cool.
All right. 3,
I got this.
2, 1.
Hip hop or grime?
Graham,
How many years has Diane Abbott been a Conservative Party MP?
7 years.
What is 44 times 1?
44.
Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
Name 2 unrelated rappers with the same surname.
I don't know. Pass.
Okay.
What year was COVID-19 detected?
2020.
Jollof rice or fried rice?
Jollof rice.
Good boy.
Which artist played Sully in Top Boy?
Kano.
Who is the Prime Minister of the UK?
Boris Johnson.
Top Boy or Power?
Top boy.
What country was Obama born?
Kenya.
Sorry, Trump.
How many teams are in the Premier League?
20.
Ready sorted or salt and vinegar?
Ready salted.
What's the capital of Nigeria?
Lagos.
How long is a football game?
90 minutes.
Ketchup or mayonnaise?
Ketchup.
Who married Swiss Beats?
Alicia Keys.
How long is a rugby league game?
Oh.
Is it 80 minutes?
Yeah. Well done.
Right, that was a guess. I didn't yeah, I did it.
You went further along than Taser.
There's one more question though.
Uh-huh.
Loose apples or bagged apples?
Don't do this.
Which one
Bagged.
are you getting in the shop? Okay.
Bag.
You're allowed to stay.
That's good.
You're allowed to
We
stay.
have-
No one gets
We
these
have a
apples.
psychopath
I was like,
on our
loose
hands.
apples. I was like, what even is that, bro? That's not my story
no one,
at all.
everyone gets bagged up.
Everyone
No
gets-
one eats loose apples.
Yeah, that's from the tree, rude boy. You might as well just grab it from the bush. Yeah.
Guys, I think we've got to start asking all guests that just to see where if they're allowed to
100%.
stay.
Once we finish the segment,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
going to
we
be the
got-
last one.
That's
Yeah.
going to be the last question.
Do you know what's actually mad? I've actually got apples on the tree.
Yeah, well,
We're here in the UK.
Nigeria.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh, nah,
that's
that's
fine.
calm.
yeah, that's
calm.
back home.
That's the motherland. That's what we're
Yeah.
meant to do.
I feel like we should have got. I should have been consulted about that question.
No, I felt like it was inspired. It was inspired. We all connected over that. We all do bagged apples, right?
Yeah, everyone does bag apples.
Have
Yeah.
to.
But yeah, with that, like we said, congratulations on your fight. I didn't
love.
watch it, but I'm proud of you.
Yeah, nah.
Alright.
No, honestly.
But how did you feel? Because I felt like when you came, and I know Margs is ready, and I know Yusuf is ready as well. So I'm gonna start off easy. I know when you came. How did it feel? How did it feel actually? Because how long have you been preparing?
I've been training since January.
Did that mean you have to stop smoking, stop drinking?
I should have, innit?
Oh.
Wait, like, I won anyway, so it don't really matter.
Yeah, but you know what it is, yeah? I think it was a lot more uncomfortable than I thought it was, innit?
But the
training?
journey or the
Nah,
actual?
the actual fight, innit?
Okay.
The journey,
Okay.
I enjoyed the fight and the journey, innit? But I
Mhm.
think that when it come down to like the final bit, yeah, I think there was a lot of things that I blocked out, innit?
Mm.
And then they
Like what?
all hit, man, at once, innit?
Like what?
Like the pressure. Like I
Okay.
wasn't nervous until like halfway through the fight. Like I had no nerves. Like I'm seeing my man card. You know what it was? Obviously, I think I fought him at like 9, half 9. But we was at the venue from about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm with my man, I'm chatting to him, and he was nervous, innit? He just looked he's walking around in a balaclava and that. So I'm just thinking, because his aura was so like stiff, it kind of made me feel loose. But then out of nowhere, they separated us. And from they put me in a changing room with like all these other people, and everyone that was in my changing room, I was with Jamie, Pretty Boy Jamie, Kalas Karim, and Ashley, innit?
Okay.
And I kind of thought, you know what, everyone in here is kind of a more experienced boxer than man. So, because they weren't nervous, again, I'm not feeling nervous. And Jamie's gone upstairs, come back, all bloodied, red hair, dash his medal against the wall. I'm thinking,
So
raw.
Did he win?
Did he
Nah,
win?
he lost.
So
So
how
I'm
did he have a
thinking-
medal? Did he take?
No,
Like,
you
he
get
was
you
supposed
get
to
a
get a
second
belt.
place.
The winner got a belt.
Second
But
place.
there's only 2 places.
But it's only 2 places, so you get
So you
commended
You
for
get
the
Come on, man.
you get
Yeah,
you get
okay.
a medal for participating in a boxing match.
That's
you
so
get me?
patronising. Don't give me a medal.
But obviously, you weren't happy with the medal. He's dashed it against the wall.
Wow.
So the aura's kind of changed up now. Then Karim's gone up. That was the second fight. And with Karim, everyone kind of had the sense that he was going to win. He was one of the better boxers there as well. Then Karim's gone up, come back, little cut on his eye. We're like, rah, what happened? He's like, rah, I drew. So we're thinking, rah, cuz like, the 2 better boxers here haven't won. So me and Ashley are kind of looking at each other like,
Yeah.
rah, cuz. But then Ashley's gone up, come back with the belt. So I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
won. But then I'm like, rah, cuz. In this moment, it's almost like I forgot I was fighting. I was so caught up in wanting everyone to win and So by the time Ashley's come back, I'm not changed. My hands aren't wrapped. I'm red. There's bare like, you know them ones. It's
Yeah,
like my
I'm
head's all
prepared,
over the place.
yeah.
So I had about half hour now to just get my mind into it. And so I put music on, just in the changing room by myself. I'm dancing. Man are coming in, everything, looking at me, winding up myself in the mirror, everything. So I'm just trying to ease up my nerves, innit? So then, when I'm finally ready now, boom, I've gone out there and I've just felt loose again. I thought, fuck it, man. It's a fight, bro. Man, I ain't scared of fighting. In there. And like I said, it was about, I'll say like halfway through the first round, yeah. I thought, shit, bro. Like, man is hitting this youth as hard as I can. And he's smiling back at man.
Oof.
And then I know this, obviously I rate Taze now, but at the time, I'm thinking, brother, stop pretending. Innit? Like, man is hurting you. But he's not showing it. And then I thought, rah, this is what I planned to do. And another thing, I didn't know it was only gonna be 3 minutes until the day before. 3 rounds, sorry.
Okay.
I thought it would be 5. So I thought, cool, I got time to deal with him. When I'm halfway through the first round now, I'm thinking, brother, the next round is the second last round. It's over, bro. My man's still alive. Like, I'm here to kill this man. He's not dying. I've lost. But obviously, fast forward all the way to the next morning now, where I've watched it, and I've said this in so many places. Like, obviously, I ain't had an interview or whatever, but I've had bare conversations with people. Obviously, I've been in spaces on Twitter and that. And I've said, like, it looked so different to how it felt, innit? When I was there, like, I'm seeing things on the footage that I don't even remember happening. Like, I was so caught in the moment and, like, affected by the pressure. Like, I heard you lot talking about flipping Creps you. At a point, I got banged in the face. I turned to the side. She was there, bro. Like, not that I was seeing things. She was really there, running round, having a good time. Like, no one could.
Because she
like,
just started a business.
Bro, it's too much.
This is rich. This is up.
She's celebrating the clothing line or the skincare team. I'm under pressure. So,
Do you think who was there also played a role? Because I know a lot of people were really excited about the fight.
nah, would you say so?
Like, a lot of people were really excited about the fight. Like, I think even made you think he watched it for his birthday
Listen,
celebration.
a lot of people was there, innit?
So do you think that's what made you nervous as well?
Nah, another
Did it add
thing,
pressure to you? Yeah.
most man in the room wanted man to lose, innit?
Do you
And when
think
you
your
can
haters
feel,
were
no,
there? That's
I
mad.
know. I could hear it, I could feel it.
You weren't
It's
paying-
like things that was happening that wasn't even a mad thing. Like, at a point, Tay stepped to the side. Everyone went, ooh. I was thinking, what? What's he doing? These times I'm hitting it, I'm hitting crickets.
I feel like the boys are going to say this, but I kind of feel like everyone was rooting for you. I didn't even know, respectfully,
Yeah,
I didn't really
I feel like-
know.
No, it was,
Taze.
yeah. I'll tell you what it was. It was that's how it felt at the time. But again, looking back, obviously watching the footage, what it was is that I think Tased impressed a lot of people, including myself. You get me? So the effect that it had on me was I was shocked. It affected my performance. I don't think I boxed well at all because of how confident he was. And the effect on the crowd was, you know what? There was probably a couple men that doubted him in the crowd that felt guilty for doubting him. So their initial reaction was to get behind him. To be like, actually, go on then. Like, this is a fight. Like, I think people thought it'd be very one-sided. And it wasn't.
So obviously, like I know you're confident in that, and obviously I heard you speak afterwards. You even just said it just now, like you was like halfway through. What's it like losing control in that situation? Obviously, being a man that's always in control, and I know you're a super confident man.
Brother,
you know what I'm trying to say?
I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that before, bro. Like as an adult, like the only thing I can relate that to, I remember when I was really young. I was playing in a football match. And I won't name names, innit? If the youth's still out there, bro, it's probably in jail or something, bro, bad to you. But my primary school, we played against this primary school called St. Joseph's in the final. And they had this white youth up front called Charlie, innit? And I was just one of them black youths. Even till this day, I don't think no white man could be faster than me till they ran past me, like, you understand? But especially as a youth, I'm thinking, nah, no little white youth can outpace, man. And when I was little, when I was year 6, I used to play centre back. I was a biggest youth. And that for that reason as well, I weren't scared of no one. Brother, man, come against this white youth. We had them, and then I remember we had Brent Athletics like a couple days before this. And the youth beat man in 100 metres, white youth. I couldn't believe it. But I was by like an inch, but I didn't even know who he was. Like, you know, them ones worried about all the little black youths and their higher socks and that. So then when it come to the match now, just like against the Taze thing, it's going well for a little bit, then halfway through, my man's just warming into the game, clocking that I'm kind of on edge. So it's like, I done all right, but what I had to do to be all right was a lot. And usually to be all right, I'm just myself. So it was like, it's an alien feeling. And especially this time, it's a fight, you get me? I got a man trying to hurt me. Like I said, there's a crowd. See, no matter where I could look, there was someone watching me, a camera, some rapper, like, brother. So it was just, I don't know, man. I don't know how I did it, bro. I couldn't even tell you, bro. It was just like, almost like autopilot. I kind of just had to, like, it was almost like controlled chaos, you get me? So it's like cool, innit? I know that I'm panicking, I know that I'm frassing, but you somewhat have to be in control of this, innit? Because if you don't, there's an outcome, innit? You're going to lose, innit? And I explained it to you yesterday, innit? Like, that's the thing I experienced for the first time ever. The fear. I don't like losing anyway, innit? But in football, when I'm watching football, whatever, it's like, if Arsenal lose, if the team I'm playing for lose, cool, innit? It's whatever, man. Go again next week, cool. But this one here, and again, like 3 minutes in, I said, brother, man's never boxing again. This one,
you're not gonna do.
I am. But at the time, I was like, brother.
I just want to I want to throw the back to Yusuf quickly. Yeah, because obviously we were speaking yesterday. You had some stuff to say about.
Yeah,
not messy boots.
No, I've got a few questions. Then I'm going to get into. All right. So first question is, how seriously did you take your training?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I took it very seriously, innit? But at the same time, every second of training, I believed that I was training for a man that I was gonna annihilate. Yeah. Like for no second did I think it's gonna even be a challenge. I just thought he's not ready, innit? I knew he started training late, and I knew he had a lot of things on, like he had videos to shoot, little parties to go to and that. And while he was doing that, I was training, innit? Yeah. So by the time he started training, I kind of thought, yeah, man, it's too late. So I did take it quite seriously. I'm not gonna lie.
My second question was gonna be, but you kind of answered that. Did you? Obviously, I saw your pre-match build up in it, and I felt like you were underestimating Taze. You thought he was a little man for you, that you will deal with him easy, innit? How surprised? I wasn't that impressed by his performance. I thought he was just extremely defensive. And
I said to you yesterday, he was. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I hear what you're saying, innit? I weren't it's not that I was impressed by his performance, innit? It's just, he shocked me, innit?
Yeah.
I thought, drill rapper,
Yeah.
younger man, he's gonna come out, all guns blazing. You understand? So I thought, that's what I thought, regardless, no matter how this happens, I'll just revert back to street jungle justice ways and like I did, innit? Like I did. I would have just done that. And if he didn't have the high guard and the jab, I reckon maybe I would have even tried to start jabbing on Rare Tape. But Carl, he was just doing this, bro. And the weird thing about it was, I've never sparred against anyone that's done that. Like, I've never experienced something like that before. So it was almost like, I just saw it as like a door that I needed to kick down.
Yeah, and obviously because you're not a boxer, you're not experienced. You don't even know how to unpick that lock. If that makes sense.
But I had
say.
Watching it back. Now I know man should have just hacked away at his ribs. You understand?
Yeah.
But he was moving quite well, bro. Like there was times where I'd reach for the body shot and he just weren't there. Like, and the missing of shots was so tiring.
Yeah.
So
Because that
tiring.
hurt when you load up and you don't hit nothing. It's just
Bro, like I explained to you yesterday at Filthy, yeah, I don't know why, bro. Because that's the one thing I tell myself before every sparring, every pads, every bag session. I tell myself, breathe as you shoot, innit? You get me? Even if you got to make a little noise, a little shh, a little ha, you get me? To make sure you're breathing as you're punching. But when I was in there, bro, I didn't breathe once.
Oh, you were tense.
Really?
I didn't, I was so,
You were
I was not
tense.
breathing. You could see I'm biting down on the gum shield. There was a point where I opened my mouth, my gum shield
nearly
was going to come out.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, no way in front of these people is my man boxing out my gum shield. So it's like,
I'm not gonna lie, because you nearly put it back in, and
Yeah.
that I was shook for you.
Yeah,
I'm,
bro.
just like I'm saying, it's just optics. I'm saying, if he boxes his gum shield out,
I'm thinking, because no matter whether
That's
it
a
hurts
meme.
or not, that's degrading. You feel me? That makes
That's a meme.
That's
you're
a
right.
meme.
Were you
That was
scared
a
of stuff
meme.
like that? Were you scared of
Yeah,
like
I was
the
gonna say that,
jokes?
actually.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No.
Yeah, I was, and all of those things I should have prepared myself for,
It does seem like you were like
but I didn't.
not like I don't know, because even how you described Taze beforehand, like you lot chilling and that. Some people, I'm not saying Taze is that, but some people would say he could have been playing a mind game the
Nah,
whole time.
He was. He
Like,
told
being-
straight away after.
Yeah.
Like I said, me and Taze I ain't really got around to speaking about that, but me and Taze are so cool in it long before, and now it's times a million in it. And straight away, initially, he was honest about everything. You get me? And he showed me in it that, bro, you hurt, man. Straight away in it. But as soon as I went back to my corner, they just told me, keep smiling at him, keep shaking your shoulders. He hates it.
Battle
He has no idea.
Because it seems like before you were fighting, like when you lot were just chilling, you lot were doing friend, like disarmed you. You even said he was a bit tense, so you got a bit more relaxed. Then when you were with everybody else, you weren't focused on the fact that a fight was coming. And I can't even imagine, like, because you know how we are. Like, if you lose a fight, even in the school playground, you're done for the
It's the
day.
whole
So
thing, yeah.
I can imagine the nerves of, what have I really signed up to, in a sense. And then on top of that, you were very confident in the lead up to. That's one thing I heard. You were very confident in the lead up to.
Yeah.
So it feels like maybe was there complacency?
Ain't complete, because you see me, yeah, I'm just that character, especially now I got that cameras on me and that. That man could have a darts competition tomorrow. I've never played darts in my life. I'll tell man, I'm going to win, I'm going to get the bullseye, I'm going to... And then, even if I lose, I'll just banter myself, innit? So, I even went into it with that. Like, if I lose, I'm not going to be depressed or anything. I'll just laugh about it. Rah, man really thought I was Rocky Balboa. I got smacked up. Like, I'm that kind of guy, innit? Like, I'm... That's why I'm confident. I'm not confident because I think I'm the best and Rare Tape. It's just car. A lot of things has gone wrong in man's life, innit? And I'm able to handle that. You get me? Whether it's straight away or a couple days later, weeks later, I would have been all right. You get me? Because initially, brother, that's what I thought. When you see me, it's on YouTube now. If you watch it back, me initially, I'm looking at the floor. Like I said, like I explained to you, about to come up to man, patted me on the back, like, unlucky, bro. Rare Tape. You get me? Because he even him, he thought I lost. You understand? And it weren't until there was a point where I think they said the second judge's score, then I've gone to shake Taser's hand, innit? But the refs kind of squeezed my hand in a way, like he's kind of double squeezed my hand, like, wait. So that's when I thought, huh? Then I've heard, I think it was the last judge was 30-28, innit? And when I heard 30-28, that's when I knew I've won, innit? I've won. Because there's no way, if he beat me, they would have thought he edged, man, innit? Because that's all I was thinking. What do these judges want, innit? Are they going to be looking at his little jabs and... Because they were cleaner than what I was doing, innit? Or are they going to concentrate on the fact that I overworked him? Obviously, one of the judges was in Taser's favour. You understand?
I didn't know which way it was going to go. I was nervous, but that's just like getting caught up in the heat of the moment. Because that's what I was saying to you, like, regardless of anything, even though you're not, just to kind of give people a kind of perspective. If you was a champion and you walked into that ring in that same performance, they couldn't have give Taze your belt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And then even on the flip side of things, if Taze was the champion and he defended like that, it would have been hard to give him back his belt.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
To be fair, I didn't watch the fight live. I watched it afterwards, but I was reading Twitter innit? Most people I was reading were saying that they thought that you lost. So I was surprised when I heard that you won. Then when I watched it back, I was like, okay, cool. Let me see why they thought Lippy was going to lose. Because obviously I know he won. And I thought it was pretty even-ish. I'm trying to say, I thought it was pretty even still.
It's optics. I'm gonna keep saying it. Yeah, you done good selling the fight, innit? You're aggressive. You told man you're gonna crash everything moving. All you talk about is crashing people. You're gonna done him first round. Camera, look in my eye. You done all of that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you oversold and under-delivered. You get me? So in the heat of the moment when we're watching it, we think this is gonna happen. But your performance is here, and then we never thought anything of Taze. But then his performance was better than what we expected. So then it creates an imbalance. You know what I'm trying to say? So then you're watching it and automatically then you're thinking, rah, Taze won. You get me? But then when you actually look at what happened, he didn't. You get me? He jabbed you in your face a couple of times. Might have been 3-4 times max or something like that. And he was just defending and blocking the whole time. You bust his nose, you bust his mat, and you was aggressive. It didn't look clean, but you was on the front foot the whole time. I think it's like once the dust is settled in that, I think it's fair to say you won. And you did win. You got the belt. You get me? You don't judge.
Fair, you saw the fight well to me because I went into the fight thinking, Lippy's gonna mash up Taze. Based on what you were saying, I was thinking Taze can't fight.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? If they gave us the 10 or 12 ounce gloves, or I had 2 extra rounds, I think I would have. It would have been more convincing. You understand?
I think the gloves, I don't want to make excuses, but I think the gloves made a big difference. Even in the fact that he was just could put them big huge gloves in front of his face.
They protected his face, neck, everything.
And even like some of them hooks that you was throwing, because you have been training since January, and I can't imagine that's the hooks you've been throwing every day.
I'm gonna say something I said yesterday, Your first initial body blows, they were looking very stiff. I was telling them yesterday, innit? Like, you wasn't really moving, you wasn't really following through, innit?
Well, imitate. What did you...
I couldn't, because you know what it is, You see the glove, like, it's like, obviously my hand stopped here, but the hand bit on the glove stopped like here. So I couldn't lock my wrist.
Action,
so it's like, at first, I said, fuck it, I'll just club him. But then that don't do nothing. So when I'm actually trying to lock my wrist, bro, the glove is taking up so much of my fucking forearm. It's like I couldn't do them, and I'm a bag of nerves as well. So everything's just
head's gone kind of thing.
Does it feel like a win? Do you feel like
I tell you straight,
genuinely,
the cab back, until I was with my brothers, and I was in a Twitter space on the way back. I had to like do something because I was just silent, bro. My brothers are trying to convince me that you won, rare. I got this belt on my lap like a youth that I don't believe is mine now. I'm thinking, what's going on now? And then I jumped in a Twitter space, I spoke to a couple of people, felt a little bit better, got back to my block. Obviously all my man them's there, felt better. And it's like more and more people are telling me that, like, nah, man, nah. And they're like, watch the fight. I'm telling man, nah.
I'm not leaving that again.
I hear that. No, it is. It's like, you won, but because you didn't win in the way you wanted to win. To you,
it doesn't feel like a win.
It don't feel like a win.
Yeah,
because you didn't mash him up.
I said, I'm not watching it, innit? But then I woke up the next morning, obviously, I'm by myself. I can't get away from this fight. You get me? Everywhere I'm scrolling, I'm seeing a picture of myself. I said, you know what? Fuck it, man. Let me just watch the whole thing. So I got someone's pass, because it was out for like 24 hours or something. So I got someone's password, login thing. I watched everyone's fight, innit? So then obviously my one's at the end. Man's watching my one, And then it's like, man's gone through the first round and I had to pause it. And I had to call my brethren and be like, come to my yard, bro. Like, I can't watch
Does he live nearby?
Yeah, he did. I was like, I can't watch this without anyone, innit? Like this, I don't understand what I've just watched, innit? So I've watched it back and I was like, this is what happened, bro. This, like, and because bro, on God, yeah.
No, wait, what is it that
No,
happened?
listen,
you
it's like in the
couldn't believe?
first round, I went back to that stool feeling like I got battered.
Mm.
Bro, you hit me like twice. If that.
Okay, so now you realise.
And a lot of my punches that I didn't feel were getting through, they weren't perfect, but like man's hitting him in his ear, man's hitting him in the back of his head. But all I'm thinking is glove. But again, car, and even there's punches that kind of hit my shoulder, rolled off the back of my head, because the crowd's going, ooh. It's affecting, man.
Yeah.
So when I've watched it back now, I'm thinking, nah, man, there's no way. I've jumped into space again. I've shouted,
Get my belt.
come in
I was in that one.
Come in the space.
The energy was
My
different
energy
after that.
is different now. I'm saying,
Man,
brother,
I take back everything I
how
said
can you
yesterday.
think you win? How can you think you won, bro? I was like, you almost convinced me, bro. Like, I was like, how?
And I've got the belt.
So how did you think? I was like, fair enough. Everyone thought I was gonna do way more than that.
Mm.
But brother, what did you do? Like, what did you do to man kind of thing, innit? And then obviously at first, he's still in fight mode. Nah, VAR won. I hit you like 87 times. Rare.
87.
And then he started to be honest, innit? Like, that's when he's told me, like, yeah, bro, you hurt me. Like, of course, you saw I was bleeding and that hurt, bro. Like, you get me, but
Did you do this on the space or behind the scenes?
nah, he told me in the space,
okay.
bro. And he was just like, yeah, but like, I was told to show no emotion, and you understand.
Well done to him as well.
He
Nah,
didn't.
he's
He
a
walked in there.
real one.
He walked in there looking like a
Yeah.
little killer. I
Fearless,
watched
innit?
his ring walk and I was like, oh God, he's come to fight.
Yeah.
He
looked
said
fearless.
yesterday he thought
His
he
hat
had
was-
a knife, a gun.
I did. His hat was down low. He walked in like just like the little drill rapper he is. You get me? He walked in looking like a little demon. I was like, oh my God.
Nah, bro, because you know what it is, yeah? My whole thing about this fight, like, my whole little, I'm going to knock you out in the first round, my whole energy's been, brother, you see everything that you youths are doing, man's on top of that, innit? Like, man, which is fair enough, you lot are dangerous, but I'll just come round and mash you up. You
Did
understand?
Bouncer tell you to do that? Because I know Wicked and Bad has really grown. Like,
Nah, do you know what it is? Bouncer, at the weigh-in, Bouncer asked, and I know he asked both of us. He said, you know what, bro? Like, I know you lot are cool, but I beg you push him or something. Yeah, he said it.
Start
He's
some
like,
shit.
That's
Do
hilarious.
something.
he's like, I beg you push him. And
I said promoters
I
are like that.
know Taser's reaction was like mine, innit? Like, no, bro. Like, we're gonna fight, innit? Where, if anything, we're the two men on this card, yeah? Because of how we've lived or whatever, that understand this. You understand that? No, we can be cool, walk in there, slug it out, and then be cool after. Man, I've done this with my brethrens, bro. Man's gone, put the gloves on, gone in the garden, swang it out till man can't. And that's not even because man's got a problem. I would just start arguing about something. And Red Tay, nah, man, I punch harder than you. No, I know you don't. Red Tay, I'm a better boxer. Before man, no, man's in the garden, two grown men sweating. You understand? So it's like, that's all it
Two
is.
grown men
It's not
sweating.
that we have an issue or anything. It's just, once upon a time, there was a conversation in it. Like, boom, do you reckon you could beat up my man? Yeah. Both of us said, yeah. You know them ones. We're cool. But we both said we could smack each other up.
Mhm.
Now what? Bouncers come over, rubbing his hands together like, yo, like, man could, if you want to prove it, like, I got the platform for this. So I said, yeah, you understand? Testosterone thing, like, boys will be boys. Let's do this. Like, so again, that's our thing. We're not trying to push that we have issues or what. We don't, innit?
That's good.
It's going to be, even when we're fighting again, it's probably going to be towards the end of the year.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same thing, bro.
Mm.
We fought already. And there's probably going to be even more respect now. 'Cause we know
That's
each
it.
other
So
now.
people are saying that. So obviously, when you came into the content game, it was the first time I see you was telling your stories and that about just the roads and that, and
Yeah.
knife crime and stuff. You was telling
Yeah.
the youths them put the knives down. I see you do a knife crime thing on Sky.
Mm-hmm.
When you done the lick shot.
Done, man.
Hey, that footage is cold. The lick shot of Sky footage is cold. But obviously, you're saying the right things. Your messages are there, and obviously, like, you're doing this now with the drill rappers. You're showing people you're fighting. Do you feel like you're like a role model or something?
Do you know what it is, yeah? I don't feel like I'm not... do you know what it is? If a youth was to see me as a role model, I hear him, innit? But it's not... I'm not intentionally going out the way
To be
like... Do you know what it is? At first, I kind of was, but then I realized I was becoming something that I didn't like as a youth. You get me? A man, almost like a preacher, you understand? A man that, whether you've done it or not, you of this moment are cool right now. So how can you come to me that's in a crisis and tell me how to move in it, regardless of what you've been through?
That's interesting.
So I kind of said, you know what? Let me just lead by example. And the way I'll lead by example is just being myself, you get me? Doing anything like regardless of, because you know how it is. The way man used to live, there's bare things that's frowned upon. There's bare things that's not glamorous. You're kind of conditioned to push certain agendas and that. So I thought if I just stop doing that and I show that I can still be respected by everyone and that, people will kind of rate me, innit? And that's just what happens, innit? And it's kind of like automatic. Man, live that way anyway, innit? Whatever I've done in life, it's kind of been like an autopilot thing, you get me? I'll want to do something and then I kind of forget about it. It'll just become natural to man, you get me? So right now, it's like, this thing, whatever we are, I proper like embrace it, you understand? Whether it's a role model, influencer, whatever it is, innit? Whatever labels anyone wants, because it's all positive, you get me? And I'll take it. But in regards to what I think I am, I don't know, man. I think I'm just me, you get me? Because like you said, a lot of people don't like me as well, you know? A lot of people, you understand? For whatever reason, innit? Whether it's man that's from the roads and they think, oh, who are you to tell the youth them this? And, you understand? Or whether it's a lot of people think raw, like they don't like people like you and me, you get me, that have kind of used to live a certain way and then we've changed and people rate us for that. People think, hold on, like these men used to do, you get me? So why are you allowing them kind of thing?
Yeah.
So it's bare angles, man, but I just try to be me still.
Can I just say, I'm super proud of you. The
Thank
first
you.
time I met Lippy properly, he was telling me how he had a knife at his daughter's birth. And I said, were you trying to cut the
in the
umbilical
hospital?
cord? Yes, in the hospital. Esther, yes.
Why? To do what?
I said, are you trying to cut the umbilical cord? But I guess you had smoke around that time, so you were just staying ready.
It was, because it's funny saying that. I kind of skipped my mind. You lot's, what's that thing called again? Timeline. That's the first thing that I went on, like, and that was while I was doing that whole kind of anti-gang. And I was just being transparent about things, innit?
Yeah.
And the reason I let people know that is because that's madness, innit? Like, what was going to happen? I was going to come in the...
You understand? In the ward, like...
Man was...
bondage, man. I've walked into the church with my mum with my knife on me.
100%. Bare places.
But because obviously I don't come from that life, right? So I was like, I felt sorry for you. Because I was like, this guy is at something that he's really happy
So
about, can't even
precious,
relax.
yeah.
Like, you know how you said in the ring you were tense? It almost felt like just normal day-to life at one point in your life. This was your norm. Like, you had to stay ready. But to see you go from that to be like the most, like, honestly, whatever you're on, it feels like the comments are there for you. You really have created something. And I just want to know, are you proud of yourself?
Nah, definitely, man.
Did you see it happening? Do you think this is what was going to happen?
Obviously, around the time when I'm doing the timeline stuff and that, I'm just taking everything like as it comes, innit? But
Shout out Endu and Hal as well.
I think like 019, 019ish, I started to see, like, they get me. I'm starting to, like, I'm going places. I think the first time I saw it, my muscle went, was 019.
How's he drinking?
I'm not a sip of the drink.
Sorry.
It's good. It's got something to do with girls.
You're gonna
It don't.
I see his brain going forward. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, let me have a
He said,
drink first.
where's this going to go?
Yeah,
Because
but
the
nah,
cameras are on me.
He knows what Brent is like.
And it's like, I can't remember what happened, but
Sure you don't.
it might have been, did listening party start 019 or 018?
19 was
around
COVID year.
I don't know.
Nah,
Yeah,
it was
it would've
019
Oh, no,
because
that's
before
definition,
COVID
yeah.
it started.
Yeah, it would have
surely.
been 18.
Yeah,
or something
18,
like that, yeah.
19. So I think that's what it was. Listening party had gone on for a little while. By 019, it was popular. So a lot of industry people knew of me now. They knew of me before, but now they're acknowledging me. We're following each other. They're commenting on my shit and that. And the first celeb guy to invite me to something was Dino. Big up Liquid Dino. Invited me
Oh, the Fort Park thing,
to
innit?
Fort Park.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, it was all there.
Yeah, I was very
And you know
drunk.
what it was, yeah? I went there kind of thinking, you know what, it's just going to be mad. I'm just going to be going up to everyone like, yeah, I'm Lippy, you're going to rep. But like everyone I went to introduce myself to, they were like, oh shit, Lippy, like rep. So that's what I was thinking, raw, like, it's true, innit? It's happening. So that night, when I woke up the next morning, that's when I was like, yeah, cool, innit? It's something could happen. I still didn't know what it was, innit? But I thought something is happening, innit? And
You're loving the content space right now. Obviously, you're saying you got a listening party,
Mm.
star the show, hit show, rare. What other things you got? I want to talk about a lot of the content that you're doing, Champions League, everything now, which is dope. You got the situation with hype. You got the reacts, obviously just everything with hype. The stuff with JD. Obviously, you got your own podcast for the culture. You haven't done one in a while. I want to know
what
why.
happened to that? So
But like, just how you just feeling about the content and everything that you're doing right now?
Feels good, man. It's because there's so much, like, kind of fills
Filthy
up my week now.
fellas.
Yeah, it fills up my week, literally. Like, this is what I do, innit? Like, I pull up to somewhere, put a mic in my face, and I chat, and I love it, man. Car, it's things I'm interested in. You get me? A lot of it is about myself. I love myself. Football, love football, music. You understand? So it's fun, man, and I feel blessed. It's very rewarding. You get me? Like, get a lot of love, like, on the internet, on the street, from your peers. And it's kind of, these things motivate you, you understand? So kind of like naturally, the space that I'm in, without even trying, like, man's just working my socks off, innit? It's like, that's all there is to do. Like, there's just bare things put there to do, and man just take these opportunities as they come.
Yeah, you're definitely a hard worker, you grind. But Koi said it earlier, for the culture.
Yeah, man, boy.
You're not beefing, are you?
Nah, we're not beefing, but do you know what it is, yeah? Trick, when it comes to for the culture, that started around that time of that whole anti-knife crime and all these things. And I think halfway into that journey, which would be kind of like when we stopped recording, that's how long ago it was. Even before that, I realized, like, there's more to the culture than the things that upset us, you understand? I remember 8 weeks in a row doing depression, suicide, this, red, and I'm saying, bro, trick, like, I can't. This is exhausting, like, man's going, listening party, listening to Wavy, J Hust, and we're sitting down talking about the youths that get killed, like, and it's exhausting, you understand? And I think Tricky was definitely at, like, obviously Tricky's older than man, as you know. I think Tricky was more at a stage where he wanted to concentrate on, like, the bettering of the youth, and you get me? And I was kind of like, brother, I still feel like the youth. Like, I want to, like, you get me? Like, stop separating me from them. Like, I'm trying to go to the same, you get me? I'm trying to go to the same dance as them, like. But I don't know, man. I think for the culture, I'll be honest, man. For the first time, I'll say it, like, I don't know, innit? I don't know what's going to happen in it. Before, anyway, I'll be like, yeah, it's back. 5 years, we'll be back. But it's like, what can I don't know. But one thing I'll say is, it's done, innit? It's what we done will always be special to me. I think it will always be special to a lot of people.
To everyone, it's just, the name was fitting because it really did become part of the culture. Everybody watched it and took it in. These are a big reason why I started podcasting as well.
I hope we can salvage something of it. We should be able to. You understand? But
you've gone on to do amazing things. Like, I love the show you did where he got his dad on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you lot do it. Maybe it's not weekly, but you lot,
they
you lot
could
work
be,
amazing.
It's quite heavy.
Yeah, the platform's there, innit? The platform's there. Maybe we could, do something. Maybe if it's not so often.
So do you feel burdened then by the whole anti-gang? Because you mentioned it twice now, like, when you were doing it.
At a point, I did. Like, I remember the last straw for me, I went to the Houses of Parliament with this thing called Forefront Project. We got the Forefront Project. They're like an anti-gang, like, thing from Northwest London. And I'm in there now. We're in the Houses of Parliament. Everyone's talking, and we're like, everyone got a chance to speak on the mic, innit? Then it was my turn to speak, innit? And I was like, without being rude, like, can I just ask, who in here has been affected by gang crime? Yeah? About 4 people put out their hand. And at these times, no, I tell a lie. About 5-6 people put out their hand, innit? I'm seeing like girls and... So I said, all right then, who was in a gang here? I see 2 men put out their hand. But I'm in a room with like 60 people. And so then I'm like, no disrespect, but what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why is man telling the MPs about what we're going through, bro. Like, they don't, like, this is performative almost. They got us in here, this big room, talking about, yeah, this is where we did this and rare tech, showing us all these statues of idiots that man don't care about, to speak about something that don't affect them. So that's when I realised this whole thing's just like a wireless, innit? I'm not being tricked into this car. Loads of organisations, BBC, as you saw, I was on Sky News, where all these people, it's like they clocked, yeah, we got one, man. We got one of them youths.
Like a token.
That's fresh off the roads and he'll come and speak about. So I just thought, nah, man, I don't want to do this, innit? Car, I could be doing this funny stuff and whatever. You can still ask me what I think about the stuff. I'd put my serious cap on. I'd sit down, I'll break it down for you, an older person, whoever. You get me? But that don't have to be me. You get me? Like, I don't have to do that. There's enough man like this. You get me? And like I said, I want to more lead by example. Because anyone that I followed that was a positive person in the community, they never told me nothing. I just saw what they was doing. A certain man I'll bop past, man, would be standing on the street corner, man's walking past in his suitcase and tie, and yeah, what you saying, man, them red hair gone. And rate him, you understand? He's never told, man, what you doing here? Red. You just see him going to work, picking up his kids, red hair, just watch my man like, raw. I wish my life was a little bit like that. You understand? Obviously, never followed my man, but
the way he was going.
yeah, but man saw innit?
Yeah.
What he was doing.
Has anyone come to you and told you that when you were doing the anti that it changed them? Have you?
Loads of kids, man.
Oh, okay.
Loads of
Isn't
kids.
that enough for you to keep?
Nah, 100%.
Do what's happy for you, but
100%. Like I went through some rubbish in 2020, and I ended up not many people know this, but I ended up having to sign on in the local police station for the next 2 months. So I kept having to go to my police station every week to sign on there. And one day I went there and I saw this youth. And I could tell that he recognized me, but he was kind of like, he didn't want to say anything. So I ended up saying, yo, to him, like, what are you saying? You all right? And that. He was like, yeah, like, you're Lippy, innit? Rare. And he was kind of like, you're Lippy, innit? Yeah. And he was like, cool. He just started nodding to himself, innit? And I could tell, like, he wanted to speak to man, innit? So I'm saying, well, go on, like, chat
What's
to
going
me.
on? Yeah.
And he's like, yo, he told me where he's from, and it's a place where I used to have issues with. He's like, yeah, I'm from here, and rare, like, used to warm my orders, and he said, but I got music, and I want you to listen to it. So I said, I don't care that you're from there, innit? Like, I'll listen to your music and that, innit? He's like, but if you put it up, rare, the youths from your block, rare. I said, man, they can't. Not that I'm some super bad man or anything, but like, my friends know my position. You get me? Like, I said, furthermore, bad that, innit? Send me, no matter how your music sounds, I'm gonna put it up, innit? Send it to me. Rare, he's like, raw, serious, rare. I said, yeah, man.
You said no matter how bad it is.
Yes, I said, I don't care. No, literally, I'm saying I don't even care, man. Even if it's I'll tell you what I think of it, but regardless of what I think of it, I'm gonna put it up just to prove to you that this shit don't matter when you get to my age kind of thing, innit? So, but it's a proper full circle moment. It's mad.
Was it a good song?
It was a decent little song, man.
just checking.
And put up the tune, bim bam boom, put up the tune, and then coupled, couldn't have been that much later. Must have been about a week, 2 weeks later. There's a youth that's been killed in my area. A man's thinking nothing of it, but I'm hearing like, it's close to home kind of thing. Then I'm hearing rah. It's a youth from Wembley, so I'm thinking, rah, it must be very close to home. Then I seen a picture of the youth.
It wasn't that guy.
And I said, rah, it's him.
Oh,
No, but hear this though. Hear this. I'm thinking it's him. Then one day I'm scrolling in my DMs and I see the same brother DMing me saying that his little brother got killed. It was his little brother. But he looked just like him. He looked just like him. And him, then I started chatting to him again, and that's when he explained to me, like, yeah, it's my little brother. He was a twin. And like me, my little brother's a twin. So I was like, rah. Like, then man's gone to a 9-night couple days later, or my man was meant to go to a 9-night couple days later, just with the older lot from my block. It's the youth's 9-night. So I'm thinking, rah, like this. So man knows this youth. Man find out. Man know his dad.
Oh, wow.
So that's when I was like, rah, like, man's at that age now, bro.
Mm.
Like, look at everything I just explained. Like, I'm having to go to the police station because I got nicked. Like, that's something that hadn't happened to me in years. Then I met a youth. Like, all these things is just like making me realize man's not where I used to be, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
And that one there, that hit me hard. I was thinking, raw, man. Car. It was a thing where the youth passed away. And it's kind of like the set of youths he come from has problems with the youths from my area. But you know how it usually goes. Young youth as well. I think he was only 16.
Mhm.
And because he was so young, the youths from my area, they weren't like happy about it or anything. That's what kind of made them realize, all right, raw, car. They more had problems with the older brother. They're thinking, raw, the young youth died. You understand? And people that will listen to this, they're thinking, raw, like, Lippy, why are you speaking so specifically? But it's, bro, that situation there was a mad thing for me. You understand? Because that's like the first time a young person has died. And it's like, it's fully like not man's side of the thing kind of thing. You get me? And yeah, man, it's just a reality check. Because I kind of thought, like, there's a lot of things, like, even now, man, I'm 30, man, and there's a lot of things that, like, maybe not so much me, but my friends that are my age, it still affects us, man. You get me? Like, little things, like I said, I went back to my block after the fight with the belt. We're messing around in the road, taking pictures and and all of a sudden we realize, yeah, man can't even do this. Like, I know it sounds mad, but we're not at that point yet. Man could just be celebrating on the road. Someone will see us on Snap or something and try to come spoil our night. We're still living like that, unfortunately. You understand? So
I want to ask though, are you currently mentoring, or is that something that you think you would do? Like, do you feel like you're in a position to mentor? Or to be a mentor, sorry.
The only reason I ain't done it, is car. Like, I know I'm very popular amongst young people, and I know myself in it. Like, if I take on 1 youth, 2 youth, all of a sudden I got 1,000 youths that I'm going to see and I want to. Don't get it twisted. I do want to do something in it, but I want to do something where, because I remember I had a mentor at a point, and it lasted about 2 or 3 weeks. Because it's like, that's not my story, bro. Going to some man to speak about how I am. You understand? So I want to help youths in a way where they kind of don't even realize they're helping themselves or that I'm helping them. You get me?
They didn't realize they're being
I want them to just do something that they feel like they come there by a choice, they're doing it, they're watching it or whatever. They're just a part of this thing. And the fact that they all have that common something, because for me growing up, it was football. You understand? Like, you mentioned before now, with me and Taze now, it's boxing. So there's things that we could do in our lives that they bring people together and they make sure you can't have problems with no one. You understand? When I was kicking ball, could have a mad thing with no one. I would just come to my training pitch and mash man up. You know where I was all the time. Same with boxing, you understand? So I think there's things we could put in these boys' lives that will make them realise we're the same, innit? Like, we're very similar, like. So, and I think we just need to concentrate on them things. And it's not as difficult as people make out. It's not always about billing youth club and this and red. You understand?
Other ways.
It's little other ways, man. Yeah.
We're
What's it
proud
called?
of you.
All right, quickly.
I go.
Oh, you got that?
Yeah, I got a few more questions about the fight. That's cool, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
No, because you know, I don't think people realize how tiring boxing is. Like, give him a few words about how, like, them 3 rounds of
I'll tell you
3
straight,
minutes.
innit? 2 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
And
But 2 minutes.
sparring.
No, boxing is tiring.
hear this.
But how many minutes are in the round?
It was 2.
Usually it's 3, but we were doing 2.
So you did
Yeah.
6 minutes boxing?
Yeah.
6 just punching out?
No, listen. Listen.
Mad.
I sparred, I did 5 3-minute rounds in sparring. The first time I done that,
Yeah,
by the
It's in
second
blood.
round,
finishing it.
I'm at my corner looking at the brer like, are you serious?
Did you
Man's
throw
got to
up?
go back. Nah, I didn't throw up, but I'm having to seriously pace myself. Like, you get me? Like, I'm moving like a granddad. Then, as I eased into, obviously, as my camp started, I started to train 5 2-minute rounds. That's what I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
But with 5 2-minute rounds, it's almost like perfect, innit? Because the 2-minute rounds, you get to rest quickly. And the fact you get 5 of them, you get to pace yourself. The day before, I found out it's only 3 rounds. So for some reason, I've told myself that is enough to go full throttle for the whole time.
Okay.
But it's impossible.
Yeah.
You can't go full throttle in boxing for 30 seconds unless you're an elite athlete, Tyson Fury or something. Even him, if Tyson Fury was to go in, bite down on his gum shield for 30 seconds, he'll have to chill for like the next 20 seconds. As you can see in that fight, I was not trying to chill at any point. And by the second round, so that's after 2 minutes, bro, it has seriously, my body was done. It was only my mind. Do you know the sickest thing? My lungs were all right. But remember, because I wasn't breathing, I just weren't taking in no oxygen. The lactic acid build up, I was finished. That's why everyone was like, bro, why was you just lost full technique? I was like, brother, I was having to tell myself how to stand up, how to walk. Yeah, left foot forward, right foot, left foot, right.
Wow.
I was, bro, there was no air going to my brain.
Oxygen.
Literally.
Head completely gone.
Yeah,
You know what
that's sick.
I'm wondering as well, yeah? When you train for boxing, are you boxing like a person or are
You are,
in the
but
bag?
that's another thing I want to mention. When you spar, you're not trying to kill a man. You're just you're practicing.
Yeah.
Especially for me, I'm practicing what I'm going to do in the fight. So Saturday night was the first time I've actually boxed trying to hurt a man. And that element of trying to hurt a man, I concentrated on only. Not even too much. That's the only thing I wanted to do, hurt man. But boxing, a small part of boxing is about hurting man. You understand? A lot of it is about protecting yourself, getting points.
I forgot all the notes.
I forgot everything.
I went straight to the roads.
I just thought there's one thing that I've been dying to do.
Yeah,
in
man,
this
kill you.
sport,
It's just
and
like
that's hurt a
days.
man.
Yeah.
And when I couldn't,
You felt like a failure.
it's not even I felt like a failure. It was, because remember, failure is you're only a failure when it's done and dusted.
He
Saying,
wasn't
brother,
done.
this is guaning, bro. Like, I'm not even
Wake up.
You get me? At least with a failure, it's like, damn, what happened? It's not what happened, it's
What's
what
happening?
is happening
Happening
right now.
now, innit?
Not
Yeah.
Wild,
what's
man.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
What right now? I'm in it. So
So we're saying that then. So how are you going to improve? Like what changes are you going to make physically, mentally, mindset wise?
Are you gonna start
I'm gonna-
smoking
on the rematch.
The next one.
No.
And eat right.
I'm
You're
probably
gonna
not
train
gonna stop
harder.
smoking.
Are you going to be less aggressive?
I'm gonna. Do you know what it is? Now it's my first time in a boxing ring. You get me? Now I have a lot of people's first time in a boxing. Obviously, it'll be recorded and rated, but luckily, I have this whole thing surrounding it. So everybody else's opinion, footage, every two Instagram pages I see. So it's like I get to properly self-assess what's gone on. And not only do I, obviously, there's coaches and that. I have to. My coach probably won't hear this, but I have to apologize to him on every platform I got. He told me straight. He said that's my hardest night in boxing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because brother, he's like, bro,
I'll let you down,
he's
coach.
like, not because of how you box, but because of how you were in the corner. He's like, I'm trying to tell you things. You're grabbing my arm. You're telling me no, I can't do that.
Is that what you said?
And he's
to
like,
him?
and the things I'm telling you are simple, like block. And I'm like, I can't. I can't block. He's like, you're speaking to me like you were dying. And he was like, and what? And the lady in my corner as well, that's the first time I'd ever met her. And she said the reason it was such a mad thing for me is I've met you and you're dancing round, you're so confident.
You
The
come
second you come back to the corner, you're finished. I don't even know what to say to you.
So
You
who is this
understand?
man?
That's
Right,
wild.
that's quick. So
man.
look, just quickly before we wrap this up here.
One last question for you though.
But basically,
Mhm.
we asked all our guests to tell us something that our listeners, our viewers, tell our listeners and viewers something that nobody else knows about you. It might be family or whatever, but like to the outside world, like we want something like. It doesn't have to be tea. It could be anything. Hobby, like literally anything. Just give us a piece of information that no one knows.
Like you ever tried ballet? Anything?
Nah. But you know what? I did try. And I said this somewhere before.
Oh, that means they know.
They don't know because they needed it, bro. They need to know what I tried. I tried to be another path. I tried to go on another path, bro.
What do you mean?
To where?
I tried.
Tried to be a
Bro.
pastor?
No, I never tried to be a pastor. bro.
I'm so nervous for you.
Long story short, yeah. When, you know, in year 6,
Yeah.
well, in my school, in year 6, that's when you get to, well, the little idiot youths that aren't super talented. This is when they finally offer you in your little last 3 weeks of school. What instrument do you want to play? Yeah? All the black youths, drum, rip. I said, brother, I want to play violin.
Aww.
Yeah? But hear what I'm saying.
Why are you laughing at
They're
me?
saying, nah, violin's not for boys. Rare. I'm saying, what violin? I'm hearing mad violin on certain rap tunes. You talking about, I want to play violin. They're saying, nah, play the cello. Rare. So
They
I
had no
said,
more violins.
but that's the big thing.
Mm.
So I've gone back to my mum saying, yo, I want to play. My mum's treating it like it's a dog. She said, you're not bringing that big piece of rust in my yard. You better take that back. Go for the small little piece of violin.
That's so funny.
But brother, this is what I didn't know, bro. The violin instructor lady lived on my road. So if I wanted to do violin, bro, it was real G's. Go across the road with your little stick and fiddle and play some tune. Now, and brother, it was like, you know when you see them movies, like, bro, I thought, I'd call it how it is. I felt like I was in a slave movie, G. I felt like I would be.
What?
Because my mum's one of them mums. It's like, if you force up me to let you do something that I didn't want you to do, you
better
are
do it.
doing it. So yeah, my mum, through the whole summer of going before high school, even in Jamaica, bro, she made me take my violin to Jamaica. Bro.
Oh, so one second. So now the penny's dropping. So you could play violin?
No, bro.
After all that,
You did all of that.
after all that, you can't play it.
So
I
funny.
can't play
A
shit.
whole summer and you can't play a simple.
No,
Kind of when Mary had a little
Bro,
lamb.
Mary had a little lamb.
No,
little
listen.
star.
I just about knew how to make a smooth sound with that. Because, bro,
It's hard.
It's hard.
All right, cool. And we're sorry to cut this short because we're running out of
No,
time.
I've got another
It's
question
been a
as well.
dope interview. I thought they're pressing us. He's not watching.
I got one
That's
question.
good.
We got 2
One
minutes left. It's part of the schedule.
My question.
mm-hmm.
Basically, 10 years from now, yeah, what do you want your story to be?
Great question.
Thank you. Try to cut that out. You're right.
I just hope I helped a lot of people and I made a lot of money. as well.
Yeah.
Simple.
All right, my question
will.
quickly. What's the bag
I
looking
love
like
this.
over at Wicked and Bad? You know what I'm saying?
That's good, man.
Yeah.
We're going again.
Yeah.
Put it that way. We're going
All
again.
right, cool.
All right, and then
That's
quickly,
it.
have you got some life lessons for our listeners? Something. Give us a drop a gem for us.
That
Just
was a good
something.
question.
Breathe when you punch, innit?
That's
Don't-
punching in your brain.
If you get into a matching tomorrow, just remember you're allowed to breathe when you punch. I was
That is
moving like
so
it was
funny.
against the rules.
So you say, just remember your brain needs oxygen at all times.
At
Yeah.
all times.
That's
At
a
all
good.
times.
That is a life lesson. That is a gem.
Literally.
That is
Gem.
breathe when
'Cause
you punch.
Yeah, you don't realise how.
I
That's
would
a
never-
metaphor as well.
No,
you
it
know?
is. It is.
Because the fight will be longer, you get me?
Mhm.
Pace yourself,
Mm.
breathe when you take your shots, and you get
Yo,
me?
you spun that really
Great.
well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so
Honestly,
much.
it's been great speaking to you.
Nah, thank you for having
He's
me.
such a lovable person.
Do you know what? You're a very good storyteller because you at the start you had me. I felt the nerves that you were feeling. No joke.
Yeah.
Look into audiobooks.
I
I
might, you
genuinely
know.
felt the
Ooh.
nerves of like
And then you can
being
play
in
your
a locker
violin at
room,
the end as
I
well,
might, you
just
know.
to, do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna learn an
You're a
instrument.
good
though. I have to.
storyteller.
'Cause
You have
I want one of my kids to do the Beethoven thing. Or
I can see you
something,
doing
so
ballet with your daughter. You like that kind of dad.
I got the footwork. My footwork was all right.
I love that. Well, this
Right.
is the one about
Oh, yeah.
Lippy.
Oh, segments.
So this
Carry
is the
on.
one about Lippy. And we loved getting to know you a little bit better. But you're going to
Thank
join
you.
the rest of the show with us. And we're going to
Yeah,
jump
you're
into
here- you're here
your
now,
boy
boy.
segment.
I'm here. There's nowhere
Do you know what I
to
mean?
go. I'm awake now.
You
I'm
can't-
awake.
Oxygen in the brain this
Yeah,
time.
that's in the brain.
All right, let's jump into the next segment, your boy segment.
This is my favorite part of the show. Done Out Ere. Nah.
Not the interview. No, your
Huh?
segment. Not the interview, but your segment.
No,
Nah, man, I
nah.
chat to Margs all the time. You don't care about this. It's an interview, bro. What are you talking about?
But listen, you see Done Out Ere, yeah, United Airlines employee. I ain't even got your name, but you got fired, yeah, for trying to slap a man in the airport. Now, I'm not even gonna lie, yeah. Like, if you want to get aggressive with people and all that, yeah, then that's on you, innit? Like, my brother likes to crash people all the time, like, yeah. But I think you need to, like, check your mirrors, like, do your research. If you're gonna slap people, yeah, let's not try and slap, like, athletes and these
Don't
things.
slap the wrong
My
one.
man's an ex-NFL player. Now,
Wow.
granted, he probably didn't know that because NFL players always got helmets on and that. You know what I'm trying to say? So he probably wasn't aware. You
But he
get
would have
me?
been a big guy, no?
I'm assuming he would have been pretty big. But then again, I'm sorry, he's not like one of them big
Okay.
ones. But at the same time, he's athletic and that.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. I saw this video going around. My man's at work, yeah. Yeah, the brother's at work, yeah, and he squared up to the civilian, yeah, and he's boxed him in the face. You get me? He's giving him a box in the face. The civilian brother's turned around and saying, "Wow, did you man see this?" He's just iced him,
Wow.
laid him out. He fell into the baggage claim thing. Listen, cooked him up. I think he gave him another one. Cooked him up. He was finished, blooded mouth, everything. And like, I wish you could have watched this video. Look at them. Look, he boxed him. He started it. He started it.
Oh.
The NFL man got nicked. The airline employee got fired. I don't know what's gonna come of it. I don't know if
There were no winners.
if Brendan Langley is gonna get in trouble because they're saying he assaulted him, but it wasn't. I don't want to. It is self-defense if someone hits you first, really.
But
isn't
if they're
it?
in
Yeah, it
America,
is.
he's probably try and sue. You can sue for anything over there.
Yeah, but he started it. So and if you sue him, then he might.
Counter-sue.
American Airlines might get a lawsuit as well.
'Cause
So
did you see? Have you seen the full footage?
yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh.
the footage I seen, the guy, he slaps him first, then my man hits him twice, then it stops, innit?
Yeah.
Then while my man's trying to explain to the people, my man slaps him again. That's
Okay, yeah.
that's what
swear.
happens. Yeah, that's
I ain't
yeah.
seen the double.
See, if you double, then you don't even have a case. Because basically, self-defense is in that moment you've done it, but then when
Yeah.
you walk away, kind of
And come
it
back.
stops
No,
and
but
then it comes back
so
again.
wait a second, just so I can get this. Yeah, you're saying because obviously the airline
it
employee
this
started it, innit? Yeah.
This is what
and then he
happened.
got punched up. But then you're saying the airline employee came back and slapped him again.
Nah, you see what happened? The footage you saw.
Yeah.
That happened twice, literally. So my man slapped him, then the American footballers punched him twice.
Yeah,
But then it's all
dropped
been
it.
resolved. Yeah. But while because obviously people haven't seen the initial slap. Yeah. So obviously people are trying to restrain the American footballer. But he's explaining, no, my man slapped me first. And while he's explaining that he slapped him first, my man slaps him again.
The airline
So
guy
he's
slapped
saying,
him again.
see, did you see that?
Yeah.
So then that's when because the first time he punches him, it ain't really with that much force. It's just,
Did he lose a game or something? What's going on there?
Oh, so the one where he fell into the baggage claim was the second time.
that was the second time, bro.
Oh.
Okay.
He was sending a message.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
he
so
iced him. He
can
iced
sue-
him
he can
properly.
sue the airline then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
of course
should
he
be
can.
money on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
American Airlines, you are Gunna Air, man. Like, I don't know, but maybe you've got to teach your employees martial arts as well if you want them to be walking around with that much vim. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You've got to be better, man. These are taking a piss.
I've
That
never
was
wanted
dumb.
to fight someone at work.
I wouldn't know. I've never worked. Well, I would have. I do work. I work very hard.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just saying. I just never worked for the man.
I wasn't sure where you were going to stop the sentence. I just knew I wanted it to stop. No, I've definitely wanted to fight people at work.
I couldn't imagine you scrape. Like, I couldn't imagine you. I feel
I
like
wouldn't,
you're above it.
I'm not really a fighting babe.
Can you imagine her fighting? I can imagine her scrapping.
I can't imagine.
Can you?
I can
It's
imagine
you
her
that I can't
giving
imagine fighting.
words. You can't imagine me fighting?
No.
Well, then my brand is intact.
So, but what's about my brand?
Talk to your friend.
There's
Alright.
Nah, I don't think I'm a.
there's
I'm
the
not a fighting
undertone of aggression with you sometimes.
Okay. Not
So-
calling a black woman aggressive.
Next up, more airlines.
No.
Ryanair.
Do you know what's next up? Next up is
Do you know
that
what
Twitter space that I'm reading about you. Watch.
Yo.
Do you know what it is?
Yusuf
It was
called me
I didn't even
aggressive.
hear anything onto aggressive in it. And then I looked at Lippy still. Lippy said, fucked up.
Yeah.
Lippy said you fucked up.
Watch.
Oh,
But
that
let's
was it,
jump
man. He's done
into-
it.
You don't know I'm great at sports, so let's jump into the last segment of the show where I talk about sports.
Should we do it together?
No, I don't want you to do it.
All right, come on. Go. Have this.
Okay, headline number one. Mendy.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Oh my god.
Mendy.
To be fair,
pleads
No,
not
no.
guilty.
But maybe he played
That was
music
fitting, though. It
videos.
was fitting, innit? It was fitting.
It was
Yeah,
fitting.
yeah, yeah.
What's going on?
Do you know what it is?
I'll
I
give
don't
you
really
that.
care. I don't care that Bugs doesn't believe in me. I'm gonna keep going because I've got other co-hosts out here.
Let's go.
And Lippy. Let's go. All right. So Manchester City footballer Benjamin Mendy has entered not guilty pleas. Oh, this is serious. Okay, not guilty pleas to 9 charges of sexual
Ooh.
offences against 6 women. Mendy, 27, denied all the charges, which include 7 of rape at Chester Crown Court. He's also accused of sexual assault and attempted rape. Mendy, who has made 50 Premier League appearances for Manchester City, since joining for Monaco in 2017 and 10 international caps for France, was suspended by the club after being charged. The offences are alleged to have taken place at his home between October 2018 and August 2021. He is due to face trial at court on the 25th of July.
I have a question.
I got a question.
Go on.
In football, is being suspended the same as being fired?
No.
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 Okay, so being suspended is whilst like investigations are being done, and
Yeah.
then you might get fired if you're found guilty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If he's found not guilty, but not in public opinion,
It
would
can't.
they still let him play?
I don't think so.
Not for City.
Yeah, not for City.
City
Done with
too high profile.
So they're gonna drop him
bring
anyway.
that bad press.
And it's I think it's the levels that he's playing at as well. He hasn't been in the best of form recently,
Yeah.
injuries and all these kind of things. So with all of that being said, even if he does get the not guilty, they'll probably move on from him anyway.
So he's not even
I
a
don't-
great player.
He was all right, but I'm just saying it's not
decent,
worth it.
he's
But
not- he ain't worth
even
the
with his
headache.
things, he's got.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait to see how this pans out in it because he's got a bit of a reputation in Manchester. Not necessarily him. I think people that he hangs around with and stuff like they obviously they're footballers, girls and stuff like that. So once these stories came out, there's more murmurings. People like, rah. But then you hear you hear a different side. There's people like Naim that's like, it's not that. Because obviously, when you deal with girls and groupies and stuff, you understand what it's like and you can get into certain situations. And I'm saying that when women are throwing themselves at you, and especially if someone like him that's got a lot of money and stuff like that, you can end up in certain situations. A lot of these girls are on skullduggery and deviousness and that. Things can, I don't know, like just shit can happen, innit?
Yeah.
So I just want to see how it pans out because there's people that are adamant that he hasn't done anything. And then obviously there's the other side with the girls who've got the charges and stuff like that. I'm not privy to certain information. I don't know. So I just want to see how it pans out. But
who's that footballer that was accused of rape and then there was a video of the girl slapping him?
Mason Greenwood.
no.
What?
Oh, Neymar.
So, and it
Neymar.
came out and it was like, actually, I don't know how you got video footage, but it was actually her being the aggressor kind of thing. And is that what you mean about groupies? Like, they can be quite aggressive? Or...
Well, yeah, well, like women can like,
but sometimes
women can have different, with these, like I said, these men have got money in it. So people can come in with ulterior motives. You know what I'm trying to say? That they can be coming looking for something like this so they can get some money out of you or want to get pregnant or want to just like, you know, like just whatever. Like sometimes people can go, like sometimes things can go too far. Sometimes girls can do stuff and think that they're on stuff and then get themselves in situations, but then want to walk it back, but then it's too late. But then present it as you done this and you done that, and like there's so much that goes into it. And at the same time, there's a lot of men that are aggressive and take advantage of this situation. So it's very nuanced, isn't it? I'm just saying, I just want to see what happens.
That footballers who are used to getting girls and pussy and all of that stuff could become entitled, and so what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, they just assume the girl wants it.
Girl,
do you know what I mean?
Man who does not bring that much money.
It's not just footballers though. It's celebrity, innit? People that are celebrity, that they live different lifestyles. They don't live normal lifestyles. You get me? The expectations of people are different. The things that they want are different. So that can fuck up someone's head.
100%.
Someone that you're always telling yes, always telling yes, always telling. If you got your people around you full of yes men, yes, I can. You think I can have what I want?
And
you know what I'm trying to say?
And you know what? Another thing that people don't take into account. 90% of footballers, they know they're going to be professional footballers since they've been like 13, 14, 15.
Oh, really?
So like, so when they're like 18, 19, moving away, like they've been like on a pedestal for
years.
From they was a kid. You understand? So the level of entitlement and yes men around them is mad.
It can create problems because not everybody can handle that, innit? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That. So,
I think most people can't. That's a lot.
Some people, there's a lot of people that live with it and don't think, but there's some people in society just... I'm not saying they can, but for the most part, they can do what they want. They have the means to. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That they can do whatever they want. When that seeps into your way of thinking, then lions can get blurred 100%. All the time. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it might even sound something as simple as consent. Someone that's been hearing yes every day for the past how long, and then I am who I am, and you come and you run up after me, and we're here, and then you say no. That's foreign to me. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, what are you talking about? I'm not even saying it's right. I'm just saying
we know you're not saying
this is just shit what happens, isn't it?
So, but 9 charges, does that make you think
there's no smoke without fire, baby?
9 charges?
Yeah, there's definitely smoke there.
I think there's definitely smoke there.
Yeah.
9 charges is a lot of charges.
That's a lot of charges, baby.
Let's move on to another footballer. I really thought this was going to be about sports, but it seems to be about people taking L's in sports. So here, let's go. West Ham footballer Kurt Zouma charged. So he... So West Ham defender Kurt Zouma is due to be in the docks at the magistrate's court, charged with 3 offences under the... this is the cat
killer.
Under the animal...
kicker.
Not killer. Under the Animal Welfare Act after allegedly kicking and slapping his cat. Not fake news, guy. These allegations surfaced because of a Snapchat video that appeared to show him kicking the feline across his kitchen. He is accused of 2 counts of causing unnecessary suffering to a protected animal and 1 count of breaching animal welfare duty. His brother Johan, hopefully I said that right. Johan, who plays for Dagenham and Redbridge, will also appear in court with his older brother, having been charged with 2 counts of aiding and abetting animal cruelty. Outside of these legal proceedings, Zouma was fined 2 weeks' wages worth £250,000, as well as the fine from his club. His behaviour cost him lucrative personal endorsements, including an Adidas deal believed to be worth £100,000 a year. Do you feel like the punishment is... Esther's eyes are screaming.
No, they're not.
Do you feel like the punishment is too much, too little,
It's too
just
much,
right?
man.
Too much, man.
Man's getting drugged for kicking a cat. I know it's not right, but come on, man.
Do you know what got me is the aiding and abetting.
The aiding and abetting of animal cruelty.
I don't.
Because he
I
filmed
think
it.
I don't know why they would film that and post that. Yeah. I don't know why they would do that to the cats in the first place.
Yeah, I think it's
and
sick
people
that
have to like take accountability for who they are and their social standing. You know what I'm trying to say? That it's not just him that he costs money. West Ham lost money. Sponsors left West Ham.
Do you know what it is? When you put it like that, I hear you.
Right.
If you just
when you put in football terms.
do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Because if they don't make an example of mine, man, animals are getting moved to all over the Snapchat.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like
for me personally,
right.
I'm not even like a big animal rights activist or
it.
whatever. But even like watching it play out, it's just like
it was unnecessary.
Why are you doing this?
I will say
like,
that
you know what I'm trying to say?
I think there's something sick. You know, people that like abuse and like torture animals and stuff like. I think if you go to prison, they're saving us from something. I think you're mad. There's something in your brain that is going to want to do that to a human being at some point. I do get that, but I do think it's very.
So?
No, not
Nah, do you know why? You know how you know that's right. That's what they
you
ask
can't
you.
be torturing animals that's not doing anything.
Yeah.
To
No,
you.
he's not torturing the animal.
He kicked the
Nah,
cat
but you know what it is, yeah. You know, like,
unprovoked, and then
in
kicked it
school
again.
when they think you're a problem child or like youth offenders and
yes.
like that's one of the questions they ask you.
Okay,
Did
okay.
you used to
can't.
feel like? Did you
'Cause
used
you
to
know
hurt
there's
like
animals and
animals and that when you was younger?
Did someone ask you that?
Of course they did. I didn't.
Did you?
I didn't
I used to
hurt
pour
them.
salts on slugs.
Yeah, I used to.
That's
I used to hurt
That's
insects.
different.
How's that
But you know
different?
No,
Why is that
no.
different?
How's that
The thing is,
different?
the
No,
thing
you know
is,
it is
as-
different, but it's there's a spectrum.
No, but that's like killing
There's
insects.
spectrum because put it this way, the lowest of the low is like pouring water on an anthill, but that's just like curiosity.
Yeah.
You get me?
But then once there,
Cutting
What
open a
the
cat.
salt on a slug thing?
That's
That's
slightly higher.
curiosity to a certain
Nah,
extent.
you know-
It's-
no, but
you know what's
Like,
happening.
that's science,
though.
man.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
be bubbling and
no.
that.
There's some kids as well, that have like, it says the ant-lion, and they have fire and then they burn them like one at a time. You think that's not
Yeah.
psycho?
Yeah,
No,
that's-
hear me out there. Hey, thing
That's
is,
wild. And then
what-
they see it.
And you're
run.
for eating loose apples was where it stops.
what he done was wrong, yeah? It was wrong. But come on, man. Like, racists are getting away scot-free.
Yeah.
Cops are killing innocent black people and not getting nothing. And you're telling me I should take this seriously? I
I'll
don't
be
give a
honest-
fuck.
It's not that, but this is the problem with messing
No.
society because we always comparing
That's
plights.
the
When we
thing.
shouldn't do
Mark,
that.
Mark,
We
but
shouldn't
you
do
can't.
that.
Mark,
No, you don't
Okay,
have
Mark,
to.
Mark, hear me out.
No,
hear
I
me
hear
out.
you, but this is
We've
what.
seen-
In isolation, this was wrong.
Yes.
Why are you telling me to care? I don't give a fuck.
I
No, I
care.
can't tell you to care.
Yeah,
And that's
care.
fine.
I
don't
can't. No
give
one
a
can't
fuck.
force you to care.
I care. I definitely care. But I feel like
I don't care.
well, that's great. There's not many things you seem to care about. But I feel like when we're watching,
Pennies dropping. Pennies dropping.
I feel like when we're watching the same. We're watching the football world. Right? We're watching things happening
Yeah.
in football. We're seeing the word. Like we're seeing black football players be treated a different way, whether it's by the
Yeah.
news. Do you know? No matter what they do, they can feed children and they still get smoked. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. So we're watching all of that. We're seeing it be okay. See it be normalized. We're seeing other footballers. You know, like when they get older and they talk about football games, like be harsher on black players or not make excuses for them, or be like they just need to firm it. Blah 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 blah. We see all of that. We see chin up. Then a cat gets kicked. And we see football players that I do not know their name, like and all of that.
Yeah,
Now
Chris
you're
Kirkland
saying
come out talking about this might be worse than racism.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
you
that's
get-
why.
that's where we draw the
Because at
line.
least-
All
He
right.
said at least
But
black
he
people and Asians that could talk is that the cat just had to be out.
That's what I'm
But he-
saying.
but he
They
didn't-
love
He
animals
didn't
more than
even
they
have
love
to
black
say
people.
that. He
Fact.
didn't even have to say that because we see it, and then
Yeah.
you can't tell me to see that and close my eyes and then pretend like it's not connected. It demonstrates how this
Connected, bruv.
country and this scene and this sport is okay with like the mistreatment of black people,
The thing
but
is,
then up in arms about cats.
The thing,
Fuck the
I
man,
hear
innit?
you, and on that, I do think that his
Different thing.
punishment and the fines, all that kind of stuff, I do think it's excessive. However, I don't feel like
I mean, I don't.
I
mind.
don't think that linking that. I just feel like we're
No,
doing.
we do it all the
Yusuf,
time.
if you
No,
just let me
no,
speak.
we do it all the time.
Yusuf, it's a Tuesday. Let's go different this week. I just think, sometimes the struggle Olympics is not really. It's just too much.
You know,
What I'm
yeah.
saying is, what I also think, I think that obviously people should, if you want to talk about racism and all that kind of stuff, you
He
should.
literally just pleaded
It's
guilty.
important, but
So what?
He had no
He
choice.
pleaded guilty.
It was
Yeah.
caught on
No,
camera.
because he was caught on camera.
It was caught on
Because he was
camera. He has to
not
plead
guilty.
guilty.
But
That's
just, I
right.
The
just
only
think
person
that
that
when
can
we
do that is Boris Johnson. He can be caught on camera and still deny it, but this
Well,
guy.
it's mad anyway.
But no, so you're
No, it's fine. I just think that anyway, yes, fine. I've made my points.
I feel like it's hard for us to ignore it. I don't know how. Sometimes I feel like black people want to, like, we so don't want to be the victim that anything that kind of makes us a victim, we don't want to have that conversation because we're like, no, we're strong. But this is the world we live in. Like, we live in a world where the country is more outraged by a cat being kicked, a cat that's living in a nice. I'm not saying. By the way, I love cats. I'm not saying it should be kicked. But I can't ignore the fact that I saw an outrage for this and I didn't see.
Listen. If
like-
this was Jack Grealish, do you think this would be dragged out for this long?
Yeah,
I think
Don't
it would
piss
be.
me off, bro.
I can't actually.
No,
I
it
think
would
it
not
would be
be.
because
It
white
would not
people
be.
love the
It would
animals,
not
and
be.
it doesn't
And-
matter who it was. It would have been dragged out. If it's the
And
animal
they
involved, it
and
would've
they
been
love
dragged
their
out.
own.
He probably
more
wouldn't
than
have been. He probably wouldn't have been vilified
Bro.
like that. But when you
Nah.
ask if it's too much, like I said, West Ham lost sponsors. Yeah, he lost his own personal sponsorship, and they fined him 2 weeks' wages.
I mean,
It's
it
not
was
our
gonna
fault he
happen.
earned so much money. I don't think it was that crazy. Like, it sounds crazy because it's £250, but he earns £125 a week. That's,
Yeah, I think he's alright.
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
He got fined 2 weeks' wages and lost a little endorsement.
To end on a lighter note, do you lot see the memes of everyone saying the cat is the one that really lost out? Because now it's
Cat's
not.
on the wing now.
Yeah.
Cat was living in the mad yard. You see, fair enough, he got kicked in the yard, but that yard was mad. The table he got kicked under.
The cat's definitely
pristine.
thinking, yo, my situation was good before.
Yes.
What, don't
So
get
he
involved
got
in
me
my
a
business.
cage with all these alley cats and them things.
The cat's moving like them. Nah, I don't want to say that. Sorry. You know, they get that with the man.
No,
Like,
leave it.
I love him. And all that.
I'm not
I love him.
I'm not participating.
You're trying to, don't get involved in my business. You don't understand him. You don't know him. You get me?
Yo,
I love that man.
Or it's that saying about, would you
hate
rather
words.
cry in a Rolls Royce or cry in a Ford Punto?
And the right answer is that we'd rather not cry, but that's not one of
I
the
know,
options,
but
so I hear it.
yeah.
With that, guys, that is the end of the show. Let's jump into the final bit. Okay, guys, so it's one of the rare moments that we can do this. We want to thank Lippy, our guest, for coming on today.
Thank you,
We really
man.
enjoyed your segment. You were really, really good.
love, man,
Yes,
love.
like Esther said, fantastic storyteller. And you just have such heart with you. You're such a likable person. And obviously, shout out to all the hosts. You know, did your thing.
Come on.
Thank you.
You know, we had all the segments and all of that. Not rotation, but we got that soon. And
If he
yeah,
listens to the music. So what was that?
She's heard over this.
we love each other. Don't worry. And also shout out to everybody who tuned in. And I know you guys are tuned in because Lippy's here as well. So make sure you lot put comments, what you agreed with, what you didn't agree with, and all of that. Make sure you share. Make sure you follow us on social media. Do you want to share your social media, Lippy?
My Instagram is at Don Dada Lips. My Twitter is at Lipsy. I get suspended a lot, so I
I can't remember which one.
My
I was
Twitter.
like, is this how you make your money? Come on.
My Twitter's at Lickshot Lippy. And yeah, Filthy Fellas, How It Reacts, and the rest. You get
Come
me?
on, we love
Yeah,
it.
man.
We love it. We see your work rate. We're really proud of you. And of course, guys, if you want to send in voice notes or text messages, make sure you do to 075-6484-1073. That's 075-6484-1073. And of course, guys, just to let you know, from the beginning of June, we will be going live, but it's going to be on a different platform. So we're going to keep you up to date with all of that. So just continue to listen. And for anyone who wants to inquire or feature on the show, email the team at thedayafter@thenewblack.com. Black has an X, not A. We appreciate you. See you tomorrow.
Gag.